wait for some people to hop on here. It's nice to see everybody that isn't here yet, but will hopefully be here soon. Okay, this is, that's good. How is everybody doing? I am here live because I did not have a chance to record any content today. But hello, Jamara, darling. Hello, Nicole. I just did not have a chance to. I actually tried. Thank you for the hearts, guys. I know. I'm gonna show them. Oh, careful there. Oh, hold it. Better. Much better.
Wait, were you talking about the balloons?
I was going to, but I'm glad that you brought them.
Well, perfect timing.
So,
Mom, now can I have chocolate rice cake?
Go get it. So it's not like, oh, I didn't know that, Jamara. I love that. Jamara's middle name is Nicole, and Jamara and Nicole are both here at the same time.
Oh.
It's not, I tried, by the way, guys. I
Please
tried.
open this up.
I could not.
You could not what?
I could not. It's real life. By the way, Pip is here.
How many people are on?
5. I could not get
I'm surprised because this was very unexpected.
Very unexpected, very last minute. I could not, for the life of, I tried to record a regular channel video today, and I just ran out of time.
Mom, I saw your ring light just in the center.
That's right, because Pip was coming home, and I was like, okay, I guess it's just not happening now. So, and I haven't uploaded the members video yet either.
Did you see
Jamara
that?
says hi.
Mom, did you see that I completed my handwriting book?
I did not yet. I did not have a chance to look at it yet.
Did you see it while you were getting my water bottle?
I did. Well, oh, hi. Hi, Mom.
What?
Mom, my mom is, that's so awesome. I usually let my mom know. Hi, Jen. I usually say hi.
Okay.
I mean, don't put your face on camera, but you could just say hi to Safta. You can show your hand. I usually let my mom know when I'm going live. And
how did she know you were going live?
She didn't. She got an email notification, and here she is.
Mom,
I'm so glad that you caught us, Mom.
After,
yes.
Let's call her after.
Well, yes, Mom, we're gonna call you after. So this is what Pip really wants me to show you guys. We were at a party last week. Hello, Kimberly, darling. We were at a party last week, and they had a balloon maker there. But hey Beth, this was not like any other balloon maker I have ever seen before. Because usually, I've seen like the basic bitch balloon makers. They'll make like what? I don't know, like a dog, right? Like a puppy. And it was so fun, Mom. And she was unlike anyone I had ever seen before. We were like waiting online to get the balloons made. I was mesmerized at what she was creating. So I wasn't thinking I was gonna get a balloon, and then I was watching her creations. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna ask for a dragon. So then Pip says, if you're getting a dragon, I'm getting a sword. Because he wanted to slay my dragon with the sword, but I was like, this dragon's too magnificent, you can't slay it. So we were like, we're gonna battle them. But anyway, and also, you know, if you've ever seen like when balloon makers make swords, they make those like basic bitch swords. You have to check out this sword. Because you know, usually a balloon sword, it's like one balloon, and it's just so lame-o, right? Look at this. It's like a creation. Okay, so this is Pip's sword. Now you might be wondering, hi Cindy, honey. You might be wondering, this was last week, how is it alive still? Well, before I show you the dragon, I shall tell you. This balloon maker said if you put your balloons in the fridge or the freezer, it extends the lifespan. So I have not had food in my fridge this past week, I have had balloons. That is why the balloons are still alive. Now hold on guys, check out this dragon, you're not gonna believe it. Okay, also here's the thing, the balloon is almost a week old at this point. So just keep in mind, I'm gonna show it to you, it looks pretty banging. The arms look like T-Rex arms because the arms have shrunk down already. The rest of it is completely exactly the way that it was. Hello TWC Myers, I'm glad that you found us. Welcome to the channel. We're talking about balloons right now. I don't know where we're gonna go next because every day it's kind of like an adventure. But I'm glad that you're here and I invite you to stay a little bit longer and see where the conversation is gonna go. So here, check out the dragon that the balloon maker made. Is this, guys, it's a dragon made out of, okay, so here's the little T-Rex arms that I was telling you about, right? Like the arms kind of shrunk a little bit, but look, she somehow shaped these itty bitty wings out of balloons. And she painted like a face, like I don't know if you guys can actually see the face because of the yeah, you can see the face now, right? She painted a face on it. I mean, she didn't paint it, she used markers. But look at this, is this not so cool? So yeah, that we have had balloons in my refrigerator this week. No actual food, just balloons, but no, of course I had food in my fridge. I'm gonna catch up on comments. Yes, happy first day. By the way, TWC Myers, it's actually New Year's. Happy New Year's. Today being the spring equinox is actually the zodiacal new year. So happy New Year's, y'all. Happy New Year. You have a pool? Okay, now I'm jealous. Let me go back. I'm gonna read some of you guys' comments. Yes, Jamara. Basic bitch is by far one of my most favoritist of favorite terms. Yes, Steve, Jesus does love me. Thank you. And he loves you too. He loves all of us. Yes, Nicole, dragons. Yes, Beth, it was so much fun. And TWs, I have an adult ADHD and autism. Oh, I have adult ADHD and autism, but I'm not handicapped. And I'm a Taurus, and I have OCD to be 21st on my birthday, April 20th. You know what? It just means that your soul decided that it was gonna set up some stuff for you. So congratulations for having a very hardy soul that was like, you know what? I can handle it in this lifetime. I'm gonna give myself some things, but I know I'm giving it to myself because I can handle it. Right, Beth? The wings are so. The wings kill me. The wings kill me. Look, it has a little tail. I mean, I can't. I have her business card. I don't know what for. I just felt like I couldn't leave the place without taking her business card. It just felt like it was going to be a crime. Because what if one day I need to have like a badass balloon maker? I'm definitely going to want this lady to come. Not like I have a little kid that I'm going to make a party for or anything like that. But like, it just, I couldn't leave without her card. Jamara, so cute, Y2K. Yes. I don't know, TWC Myers. Do you really think that saying basic bitch is a curse? I don't know. Maybe it is. To me, it's basic, not curse. It's basic bitch cursing, I guess. I don't really know. Hello, Gina. Thank you for the emojis. Thank you. So, you know what? This is... Oh no, this is not a men's shirt. I actually sometimes wear men's shirts. Please, if anyone's gonna make a comment about how I look like Ellen DeGeneres because I have short blonde hair, try harder to insult me. It's not gonna work. But I actually sometimes do wear men's shirts because I like them. I think this is actually a woman's shirt though. But thank you for the compliment. I appreciate it. Jamara, you would be a really good PR person the way you reframe negativity. I just refuse to, I can't be a negative person. I don't know how to. Thank you, Paul. I appreciate it. TW, I don't think you look like Ellen. Thank you. I appreciate that. Every once in a while, I get like some asshole on here who's like, oh, look, it's Ellen DeGeneres. And I was like, it's not funny. It's just not. Like, so every time somebody has short blonde hair, we're just gonna say that's Ellen. Like, no, try harder. It's not even insulting. I actually think when somebody does that, they show how not original and how unfunny they are. Because like if somebody really wants to throw a zinger at a person, that ain't it. Hello, Joe Granada. I'm so glad that you are here. Oh, Paul, you're single. Very good. Thank you. Guess what? I'm single too. know if I'm ready to mingle though, but I certainly am single. How do I move frustration out of it? Whoa, careful there. That wasn't me who picked it, that was actually my child. So anyone who prospectively would like to take me out, I come with a +1. Everyone should know that in advance. And my +1 is not negotiable. I'm not like those crazy women who hook up with like men who don't want kids and then they unalive their kids so they could be with the man. No, that's not me. No man is worth your child. Sorry, not sorry. So yes, I come with a +1. So anyway, Jamara, I work out because I do have anxiety. It's the constant companion in my life. But here's also the thing, I don't know how anyone can live in this world as it currently is without experiencing anxiety. We are so living out of alignment. We are inundated with constant stimuli and stimulation. Like, I just don't understand how anybody can live in this world and not have anxiety. I work out, that's it. That's the only way I know how. TWC Myers, have you ever been No, I have not. That's a very, that's an interesting question to ask. Hello, Jada, darling. I'm glad that you caught us. I have not been arrested. I'm curious. Do I have like the look of a criminal about me? Because that's like it's a very specific and unique question. And by the way, kudos to you because because it is creative and because it is unique. I have never been asked that before. So thank you very much. Paul, would you go out with me? I don't know the first thing about you, Paul. Would I potentially go out with you? Sure. Do you live close to where I live? I mean, I'm open to it. I don't know. I mean, are you of age? Are you legal? Like, I'm not going to go out with anyone who's not. If it's not appropriate, I'm not doing it. You know what I mean? Jamara, you work out. Okay, I forgot. Hi, bye, people. No, I don't do HIIT. I work out with weights though, like light weights, like 3 to 5 pounds, because I just want to like sculpt and define and tone, but I don't want to get bulky. And I do yoga. Those are the things that I do. I do not do high intensity. That's just, no. I don't have a high intensity, like to me, I think high intensity, I think of like a type A. Like I know some people that would do like high intensity. It matches their personality. It doesn't match mine. It's like, I think I just want to flow with the energy today. I think I just want to do like a flow yoga class. HIIT's not for me. Jada, what happened to the girl that disappeared? And I have no idea who you're talking about. If you give me the name, maybe I could look into it. TWC Myers, I would love to have more kids. I love kids. I just don't know. I mean, I'm 45, so I don't know. I mean, is it within the realm of possibility? Sure. Is it realistic at this point? I don't know. Joe Granada, what do you think about the astronauts? You guys, I don't watch the news. I don't know what's going on in the world. I don't know who this person from the Dominican Republic is. I don't know about the astronauts. You guys are gonna, I don't know, maybe clue me in. I mean, I'm blissfully ignorant in my life at this point. By the way, it's been going great. So if anybody wants like a hack, if like working out is not your jam, you just want like a hack on how to live a better life, turn off the news. Paul, if you go out with me, give you some red roses. Oh, thank you. I'm in California. I think that's awesome though. Jamara, I'm still trying to get myself to work out. Biggest challenge without a trainer. Maybe because I think HIIT is the only, no. So Jamara, get yourself some free weights, Target, or like OfferUp, or like Facebook Marketplace, or where, I don't care if you 3D print. Get yourself some free weights, put on YouTube, put in the search, Tracy Anderson, just do Tracy Anderson on YouTube. Get yourself some free weights, get yourself some ankle weights. That's all you need. You do not need high intensity to change your life. You do not need high intensity to see results. The other thing that I do recommend if you do want to see results, however, is to take creatine. because it really does help with muscle development. I'm like a skinny white girl, and it's very, very hard for me to build upper body muscle mass, and even I, petite, skinny, little white fae, even I am starting to see there's some muscle development that is starting to come in right now. Have you traveled? Some. I don't do nearly as much travel as I would like to, but you know, one day, Jada the glare Sudiksha Konanki is her name, Faye. Is this the girl in the Dominican Republic? Yes, Jamara, creatine. Sudishka Konanki. I can try to look into her. Paul, I live there as well. I'm about 6. Are you watching me right now, Paul? Are you my neighbor? Do you know who I am? That's why you're telling me you live 6 doors down? That's a little creepy. Hi, lovely darling. I'm glad you made it. Can you please tap into Kanye West? What is... So, lovely Shauna. I've done, there's a whole standalone video on the Kardashians, number 1. And I gotta change my shirt. I'm dying over here, guys. But I'm not gonna get up just yet. I've done a whole standalone video on Kanye. And then, in addition to that, he has... No. It's real life over here. My kid is home from school. No, I've done a standalone video on the Kardashians. That's going to lend some insight into Kanye. Plus, Kanye has his own segment in a previous AMA when I have looked into him. If you have not yet seen those videos, I highly recommend seeing them. I don't think you're going to have any questions. I mean, I could be mistaken. But I think if you watch the video on the Kardashians and you see the segment on Kanye, I don't think you're going to have any questions about them.
It's Pokemon.
I do love having kids, yes. I do. Thank you for asking. People are... Why is everyone saying yes? Jada left... Oh, I got you, honey. Hello, Abbas Delvari. Hello from Wales, Rob. Jamara, by the way, I was looking at my Instagram story. I gotta change out of my shirt. I'm dying. Hold on, I'm just gonna catch up on comments. I was looking at my Instagram story viewers today, and my... Oh! No way, Jamara! You know what that is? That's a synchronicity. Wild. Thank you, Jada. Thank you. Hello, Jenna, darling. What happened to Jamie White from InfoWars? No, I don't look like I'm sweating, but there's other... There's other parts of a person's anatomy that they can actually sweat with. Not just on my face, but, you know, like, other places. I must change out of my shirt, guys. I am so hot right now. I'm looking, you know, I'm quite fetch right now also. That's not the kind of hot I'm talking about. I am literally perspiring here. I must change my shirt. I will be right back. However, before, thank you, Paul. Before I leave, I never leave without anything. Why am I undressing in front of you? What's wrong with me? I have a beautiful backdrop for you guys to look at while I go change, not in front of you. I will be right back. Oh, this is so much better. Okay, y'all, I'm back. I changed into a t-shirt. This is so much better. Wow. Okay. Hi, guys. I feel like I've actually just arrived right now. Hi, I'm back. I am wearing a t-shirt. I feel so much better right now. Yes, Jamara. So that's what happens when you start to up level and when you're changing your vibration. The synchronicities are off the chart. Here's the thing, I actually think we're inundated with synchronicities throughout our day. We're just so, again, going back to what I had said at the beginning, we're so inundated with stimulation, we do not even see it. We're not even aware of how many times like our guides are communicating with us, that we're surrounded not just by our guardian angels, but there are literally angels everywhere, like everywhere. That there's also shadow people. Like we're just so inundated. Nobody can like slow down and actually see the world around us so clearly. Nice try, Michael. Yes, we are family. Yes. What does my shirt say? I think it says Los Angeles, which happens to be where I live. But Paul knows that because apparently he's my next door neighbor. It says Los Angeles. It's actually cuter if it's a off the shoulder shirt, but I'm not wearing like an appropriate off the shoulder. I'm wearing like, see, it's not cute. It's not set. Like when I do like an off the shoulder, I would want to wear like a hot pink or like a red bra or something like that. Not that you guys need to know this, but so it's not cute right now. I can't do off the shoulder because I don't have a cute bra on. I have like a utilitarian bra, you know? Why, Jada, why are all of these people getting, let's use the word unalived. So let's break it down first and foremost. Let's not look at the who, and let's take it even a step back from the what. Big picture. These souls, whatever soul in whatever capacity they're leaving the earth plane, they had a soul contract and they're done with it now. This was their time that their soul decided. Like there's no such thing as like a random accident. You know, despite what the news wants to tell us, despite what the world wants to program us to believe that, oh, we live in such a dangerous and senseless world, you can like walk out of your house and just, you know, like you're in Afghanistan during a war, you're just gonna get unalived by friendly fire. No! There's always a soul contract. This is either the soul decided, okay, I'm done, or they had a soul contract, they were ready to tap out at this time. If they were unalived at the hands of another, that is always, I would say, except for the exception of one time when I've looked into something like that, that is, seriously, with the exception of one, that is always a karmic rebalancing between souls. So, yes, people are going to leave. People leave all the time. It's not a catastrophe. When we understand what it is, it's a completion of the soul's expression in one particular lifetime. These things are not so scary, and they are definitely not a tragedy. Now I'm going to catch up on comments. Paul. Oh, boo, Paul. Well, you can't take me out if you're in England then. You're across the pond. Swimmingly. How do you keep your skin so... Thank you. So first of all, please understand that I'm wearing makeup right now. And jeans help. Not like jeans that you wear. Not like blue jeans. My parents hooked me up with some good genetics. And I lead a very healthy lifestyle. I drink a lot of water. I try to eat as healthy as I can. I try to lead a healthy lifestyle overall. All of these things help tremendously. But if I wasn't wearing makeup right now, my skin wouldn't look this way. Michael, I have seen the shadow people. That was, yeah, so how about it could be scary. It can definitely be scary. But here's the thing I want you to know about shadow people. They can't hurt you. Even if you can see them, they don't have a body. So they cannot hurt you. There is nothing that they can do that can ever hurt your physical body. Jenna, samesies, pink or red for sure. You get me, Jenna, I know you do. Hello, Yusef. Hello, Faye. Is it true that Trump is dismantling the Department of Education? Any thoughts about how education... any change that's going to be made is going to be for the better. Because when there's... as I've shared with you guys in so many of the other, my other videos, especially the video on the club, anything that is, so-called Capricornian in nature, or anything that's an old system in some way, shape, or form, was set up, and certainly anything that was set up in the United States in the 1900s was set up by the club. So the intention of it was always power and control over other people. So look into, or I'll tell you, who set up the Department of Education? Who funded its inception? Anyone who saw my video on the club want to comment down below? Because you guys, if you saw my video on the club, you certainly will remember who I said. It was a tiny thing, but I said who funded it. Comment down below. So anything that was made, or any organization that was assembled or put together in the United States in the 1900s is part of the club. So the purpose of it is not for we the people. It is for those that had created it with the intention of creating some sort of a caste system. So if the Department of Education is being dismantled, wonderful. That will only benefit us. TWC Myers, I'm for Trump. Swimmingly, do you use a secret beauty cream for your skin? Do you take vitamins to make its skin smooth and clear like that? No, not this doesn't affect my skin, but I take biotin gummies for my non-existent hair and my nail growth, but I don't think it does anything for my skin. I'm telling you, it's water. I drink a lot of water. And then I use certain products that I think definitely help. And I'm kind of, I know what I'm doing with makeup. I mean, I clean up well. So I think it's just a combination of all of those things. Maya, your hair and eyes put me in such a oh, thank you so much, darling. I appreciate that. Did you experience college? Did I go? Yes, I went to college. I have a degree that I don't do anything with. Sorry, Mom. Maya, what is going down with the bird? Oh, yes. Okay. I would like to know, also the 4B movement with women, will the U.S. look like... No. It's so interesting that you're asking about a bird flu. I actually I didn't upload it. For Shane Fei, I did a members exclusive video, and I do talk about that in the video. Now, here's the thing. I'm not expecting everyone who's seeing me right now to be like, oh, let me quick go join Faye's membership. But out of respect for my members that do pay and that have not yet seen the video, I do not want to discuss it because I want to give them a chance to get the exclusive access first. So next time I'm on here, please feel free to ask again about the bird flu. But I do have paying members and I don't want to take away from what I discussed in that video, so I'm not going to discuss it right now. As frustrating as I'm sure that is for you, and I really understand how frustrating that must be, but I'm not going to answer it. But no, we're not going to be like The Handmaid's Tale. The cabal has been dismantled. We right now are not necessarily going to see the evidence of it. We're going to see it long term, but here's the thing. Think about really bad cystic acne. Before the skin can get clear, all of the impurities and the toxins that are residing under the dermis have to come to the top. So what we are seeing right now playing out in the world is we are seeing the evidence of what has always been operating behind the scenes and under the surface. But the only way for us to make the decision to rebuild without the corruption is for everything to first be revealed. Anything that is rooted in secrecy is a low vibration. So if there's any level of corruption that is operating behind the scenes, it's already, by virtue of the fact that it's happening behind the scenes, it's a low vibration. So also you can apply that to anything else. Secret organizations, low vibration. Why does it have to be a secret? Even think about a open organization or an open membership, not open membership, like an open club, not like the club that I always talk about, like the Freemasons. Like, why does it have to be a secret? Right? Everybody knows, I mean, maybe not everybody knows that the Freemasons exist, but everyone knows, or again, people know that there is a brotherhood called the Freemasons. Not everybody can join. Anything that is so-called exclusive, low vibration. Anything that's going to cause division and separation and it's not open for everybody, low vibe. Anything that is so-called the most exclusive in the 3D is actually in fact the most low vibe in the 3D. So keep that in mind if anybody's watching. You know, you do you. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but me personally, when I started to understand the vibration behind things, that cured my desire to own luxury fashion real fucking fast. I do not, like you, if someone gave me like a free Chanel, which I don't really see within the realm of possibility, I mean, maybe I would use it. I'd be like, okay, cool. I would never put my money towards something like that ever again. Because by virtue of the fact that it is considered to be like exclusive and luxury, you know, they don't even list like their prices on the website. Like, and you know what, the old adage, if you have to call and ask how much something is, you can't afford it. So anything that is a so-called luxury item is the lowest of the low vibration, because anything that's like the pinnacle of the 3D, if you think about it, it's in fact actually low vibe. Michael, just passing by, have a great day. You too, dear. Yes, Jamara, you know it. Rockefeller and Friends. Jenna, like the video, please, my dudes. Thank you, Jenna. I appreciate that, darling. Jamara, LOL, don't we all? Nice, interesting. Beth, thanks for the reminder, Jenna. I love that, guys. Thank you. Jamara, you speak really clear, so I was curious of those influences. Jenna, you betcha, Bethy. Nicole, Handmaid's Tale. I was just watching it before you went on. I thought that show was supposed to end like last year or the year before, and it's like I'm seeing there's billboards like it's gonna have another season. Is this show ever planning on ending? Like, is there going to be like 20 years from now, there's going to be a new season of The Handmaid's Tale? Just asking. I don't know. I'm confused about all of this. Jenna, Jamara, weird. Jamara, Jenna, the message reposting has me laughing so hard. I actually thought there was something wonky with my comments. Totally within the realm of possibility because Mercury is retrograde. So I kept seeing it over and over again. I was like, what is going on with my messages here? But no. Jada Love, Faye, are the Montessori schools as good as the other public schools? What's the difference? So this is actually something I know a little bit about because my son's in a Montessori inspired school. I think Montessori is the way to go. It's the kind of school that I wish I could have gone to when I was his age. What they basically do is, first and foremost, the grades are, the classes are mixed with different ages. So you're not only kind of like pigeonholed into being with people your own age, you get to kind of be like a leader to the younger kids, and you get to also, it just gives you like a different way of relating to people of different ages because you're in a class with different aged kids. But also the kids work independently. So it's much for, I think, certain kinds of kids that need a certain level of autonomy in school. I think it works brilliantly. They get their own workbook and they work at their own pace. So it actually gives the child an opportunity to come to the conclusions on their own. And it gives them also, because here's the thing, there's, again, the theme of this live today is definitely like overstimulation. Traditional classrooms can be so incredibly noisy and there's so much overstimulation and there's so much noise, and then it can slow down the pace of learning because it's like, well, I already know this, I just want to do the work, and I can't because now the teacher has to go back and has to ask if there's questions, and then it's just, it doesn't work for everybody. So I do believe Montessori is fantastic. traditional schools also put kids into a box, like a box. Like there's a limit, there's a cap on how far you can go when you're in a traditional classroom. Because let's say you're in third grade and you're doing fifth grade math. No teacher or no principal or no school is going to take a third grader and bump them up to fifth grade. So that's why you're going to end up with a classroom with the truly disruptive kids. It's because the kids are bored. They need a little bit more of a challenge. They need a little bit more of mental stimulation. So in a Montessori school, they can work at their own pace. It's going to cut down the disruptive, so-called troublemaking kids. Because usually it's the troublemaking kids that are just bored. So a traditional school kind of like boxes them in. It puts a cap. It makes everybody go at their own pace. It basically churns people out, and it trains us to all be exactly the same. So I'm not a fan of traditional schools, but you do you, boo. Jamara, what's the challenging part of being high vibe? That's a loaded question, unintentionally so. I might have to get back to you on that one. Jenna, I'm in a choppy area. Yes, the message we posted a bunch of times, darling. Jamara, yes, fairies playing around. Love them fairies. Jamara, what? I've never heard of this schooling. Is it widely known?
Mom.
I don't know. I mean,
Mom.
Yes, love.
After we're done calling stuff, watch Kristen Walker. I like Kristen Walker.
I know. I like him too. I don't know if it's widely known. That's a good question. Yusuf, do you have the sun up in the sky now? It's 20 minutes past middle of the night here in Morocco. No real timing. I love that you know that, Yusuf. So here in Los Angeles, where I'm recording, it's 5:24 p.m. You can see it's still light out. I had to close the shade here. I would be a puddle of melted goo on the floor right now if I had the window shade right here open, because this is a west facing window. Even now sitting here under the ring light and with the sunlight, even closed shades pouring in, I'm even still hot now. Jenna, baby playful today then. Isn't it every day? Maybe some days more than others. Jamara, facts. The world is so noisy. The energetics of so many kids from different backgrounds just interfacing in such an environment. Jamara, sorry, didn't mean to. No, honey, you didn't. Not at all. Jada, are the schools owned by the... Well, they don't have to be. So Jada, have you... I spoke about it in more than one video. The elite universities are not necessarily owned by the cabal, but they serve the cabal directly and they serve the agendas of the cabal. But here's the thing, regular schools don't have to be run by the cabal, because the blueprint of how they came to be was the intention of basically like printing people and making them come out of the school all the same, and like cookie cutter people, like not Stepford wives, Stepford kids. So the cabal doesn't have to own the schools outright, because the entire curriculum was developed with the intention of being low vibe. Oh my. That is a name that I cannot pronounce. Jada Love, what do you say about the Pope? Is he still alive? Good question. Is he still alive? Yes, I don't think he's doing well health-wise, because his, the energy that I can feel of him, he's on this side. The energetic resonance of him is very, very low. I would say most typically when I see an energetic resonance that's low like that, it's some sort of indication of health that's in decline. So I would say that he is health-wise in decline. Another way that I could read that is to say his life force vitality is being suppressed because he is not actually in fact free. As in custody, though it be unknown to the world at this time. Yusuf, I am working as an English teacher too. I am trying my best not to box them. Sometimes I go with the energy. Yes, I think that's brilliant, Yusuf. That's the best thing to do. Yes, I don't know how to pronounce your name. The name that has Cookie in it, I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm just going to call you Cookie if that's okay. Swimmingly, do you think the Rockefeller can just body jump into someone else when they pass away or get too old? So it's so interesting that you asked that, because they don't quite body jump. There's other things that they can do if they want to live on. So, what's the name of that movie? I think it's called Get Out. Have you guys seen Get Out? So, what was something that came out in that movie? There was a person who saw someone that it was, what was it? I saw this years ago. It was just like a person that they knew, but it was in like a younger body. And they were like, wait a minute. Oh, they saw them with their spouse or something. And they were like, what's going on here? I'm doing a really shitty job of explaining it. Again, I saw the movie years ago. Can they jump into a new body? Not exactly. They can't jump into a new body. It's not like phlegm. It's not like you expel phlegm and it jumps out of your body. And then I guess in theory you could put it in someone else's body, but it's not like that. There's other things that they can do where they can transfer consciousness from one body to another body. This is traditionally, at least what I have seen, is it's done with clones. But if somebody also wants to try on a different gender, or if they want to try on an experience of what it's like to be in a different, the body of a different race, they can transfer the person's consciousness from one body to another body. How do they do it? They do it by crushing up the pineal gland. And they almost look like they put it in a really, really high-end industrial blender. They blend it up until it's so fine, it's like a powdery liquid, and then they inject that into the bloodstream. I have no idea how this works. I can only share with you what has been shown to me. I know it sounds crazy. I know it sounds crazy. This is what's been shown to me. Cookie, I am a mommy, but I am not your mommy. And I don't have mommy fetish fantasies, so please don't call me mommy. My name is Faye. Cooper, can you please do a behind the veil on the Antichrist? Yes, I've looked into the Antichrist, honey. There is a segment in one of my previous AMAs on the Antichrist. Please go find it. If you have questions in that AMA after you watch the segment, you can let me know what the question is and I will respond to it, okay? But I'm going to finish reading your question. Can you please do a behind the veil on the Antichrist someday, please? Your videos are so entertaining. I love to hear that you binge watch them. Thank you. I binge watch them because they're so good, and thank you for that. Thank you for saying so. Swimmingly, yes, I love the movie Get Out. It is. So here's the thing. So much of entertainment is actually done with the intention of doing some sort of either predictive programming, a la, for example, like The Simpsons, or it is satisfying the Kabbal's law of karmic retribution, which says they can do whatever it is that they want to do, or they can reveal to us what they have already been doing as long as they tell us about it. And then it's out of their hands once they tell us. So however we choose to receive it, oh, it's fiction. It's not on them any longer because they've revealed it. I think 85% of the things that we are consuming that are entertainment either are serving as potential predictive programming for things that might come to pass, or it is a reveal of some kind. The movie Get Out was a reveal. Nicole, is the movie with Robert Downey Jr. from the 80s? I don't know what movie you're referencing, my darling. Jada Love, will they ever come up with a cure for diabetes? They already have one, love. They're suppressing the cures that they have. Jamara, what percentage of this is currently wait, let me start over. What percentage of this is currently reality has to do with the Rockefellers? I'm gonna see if I can get an answer because it was kind of a nebulous question. It's like, are you asking about our overall general reality that we see playing out? Like everything? Or is it specific things that you want to ask about? Because certain organizations and institutions are in their current form is like 90% Rockefeller. But asking about everything, that might be a little bit too nebulous. So I'm getting the traditional thing that's shown to me when my guides don't either have an answer or are not meant to know it, or it's not an answer that they can give me. Have you guys ever seen in a slot machine, you know, when you have to get like 3 matching pictures to win? And when you first pull the slot, it just goes around and around and around, and the pictures are always changing before it settles on 3 pictures. So that's what's being shown to me right now. I'm gonna go out on a limb, and I'm gonna say it's because the question is a little bit too broad, that it's like the guides can't land on any one particular thing to answer it. The question, Jamara. Maybe try zeroing in on a particular industry, and then we can look into that specific thing. Swimmingly, in the movie, the young guy. Thank you, Swimmingly, because I was doing a shit job of explaining it. Swimming. I also try not to retain 3D information if I have a say in the matter. In the movie, the young guy saw a familiar face around his age. Yes, this is it. But this time the guy was married to an older woman because they stole his body. Exactly. Okay, I won't call you Cookie. Fair is fair. But in that case, then please tell me what your name is. Jada Love, I would love that. I am diabetic. Doctors just want to give you insulin and meds and diet. They have cure. I would say they have cures for 80% of the things at this time. Now, the reason I'm saying 80% and not 100% is because they're constantly creating new diseases. So I would say for anything that's not a man-made disease, they have cures for. Because yes, diseases can occur naturally. Cancer occurs naturally. Now, have they messed with it? Have they created a toxic environment around us, and that's why it's so much more prevalent now than it used to be? Yes. But cancer does occur naturally. There are certain things that occur naturally. I would say for those, there are actually cures that exist for them. But they're constantly creating new things all the time. So for the new things that they're creating, might they have a cure for it? Yeah. But certainly not for all of them. Nicole, I was thinking of a different movie. Dominoes, can you say my name? Is that supposed to be Neo? Jenna, can you look into the musician Keith Flint for me, girl? Just curious if he really took himself out. It seems like he had a toxic, it's gonna sound kind of weird when I say it, like a toxic load. He was carrying a lot of toxicity in his body, and I think the toxicity, so look at it this way, he had a lot of unhealthy chi in his body. It was draining his life. This is actually reminding me of Michelle Trachtenberg a little bit, but she didn't unalive herself. But he had a lot of toxicity in his body. I think specifically like his kidney. I keep seeing like his kidney. I think he either needed dialysis or he secretly was on dialysis. His kidneys were not really functional. It was starting to give out. I feel like the toxicity, it was just weighing too heavily on him. But here's the thing, I don't think he unalived himself because of the toxicity. I almost, in fact, actually feel like he was so unhealthy that it was affecting like his mental capacities. I feel like the toxic build, his body couldn't detox. His body couldn't process the toxicity. And I feel like it really was messing with his mental capacities. I feel like he did do it. I think he did it. Again, it's not because of the toxicity. It's almost like he couldn't even detox his mind to think more clearly. Like his whole existence was, prior to that, was like very sluggish. Like his lymph nodes felt like they were very heavily overtaxed. His lymph nodes were not, just like this really toxic, heavy load, low energy in his body, low chi, low vitality. His body could not detox properly, and that was what was actually affecting his mental capacities. So I'm going to say, yeah, I think he did do it. No, Dominoes, I'm not going to. Jada, what happened to Angie Stone? Did the cabal unalive her? I don't know who that is. Angie Stone. Well, I can tell you this. She was terrified. I keep hearing over and over in my mind, not too dissimilar to what Domino's is doing here by hogging the comments, asking me to say his name. It's like on repeat, a thought that was in her mind was she didn't want to, she's bringing up something to do with the Clintons. I don't think the Clintons were involved. It feels like she was almost, prior to her crossing over, was like trying to make light of the situation. She was really terrified. The thought that was in her mind was like, I don't want to be on the Clinton hit list. I'm not saying that the Clintons were involved. It's more like, I think she was involved with very, very powerful people that certainly had the capacity to unalive her. And I think it was more a reference to her thinking along those lines. I also don't know, whatever it is they said, the way that she was unalived. I don't think it was the way that they said it was. Or prior to whatever happened, I keep seeing someone pushing her head underwater. Now, again, I don't know who this person is. She could have been found maybe having like drowned, and then okay, that would have made sense. But whatever if it wasn't to do with water, she was definitely somebody, I feel like they wanted to get information from her. So they kept like, not waterboarding her, but like they kept pushing her head under the water, trying to like get her to just like say whatever it is that they wanted from her. Or it could be, it's entirely conceivable that she was unalived at water. I'm gonna say that she was unalived. I don't know if I would say that it was done by the cabal, because it's a little bit too broad to say like what faction? What was the purpose? It was powerful people. Could that have been the cabal? Yes, sure, certainly. But can I say definitively? No. Jamara, maybe so. I'm thinking like American 3D infrastructure and culture. I would say modern culture, Jamara, is probably more the cabal. I would say probably the foundation of anything to do in the 1900s was either Rockefeller or Rockefeller adjacent. But I feel like there are certain things that even now Rockefeller could not have created a foundation for. That's cabal. So, like, for example, think of like influencers. There's no way back in the early 1900s Rockefeller could have foreseen something like influencer culture, right? So that's cabal. The infiltration of influencers is the cabal. Other things like hookup culture. That, well, see, that really started in the 1900s though, but I feel like that was really before Rockefeller. I don't know, like hookup culture, I feel like could probably be its own video, even though I know you guys have heard me blathering on and on about hookup culture, so I don't know how much more I could share in terms of it. Here's some other new things that like Rockefeller couldn't have foreseen, like self-help books or like spiritual gurus, right? Or televangelists. So there's certain things that I feel there was no foundation for it during his time, so that would fall under the purview more of the cabal. No, TWC Myers, I don't. They're actually joggers. I love joggers. I want to live in joggers. Thank you, TWC, for asking Domino's to stop spamming. Swimmingly, is there a reliable source I can get genuine moldavite from that I personally recommend? I can't remember what the name of the website is. I know that a few of you guys have gotten moldavite from this one particular website. I find the prices to be a little higher than I would want to spend, which is why I haven't purchased from it. But I know that you guys, if anyone knows who I'm talking about, it's I want to say like Majerski or something like that. I don't remember the name. But a few of you have recommended one particular website where you say that the moldavite is definitely pure and it's definitely real. I don't know. Here's the thing. I also haven't pulled the trigger on buying moldavite because I know that there is a lot of fake moldavite, and I know here's also the thing. The lower the price, the better the chances it's not genuine. But then also here's the thing. What's to say if you buy moldavite for $60 that it is genuine? You could get ripped off just as easily for $20 as you can for $60. So I personally, it's a long way of saying I don't have a place that I can recommend getting moldavite from. Paul, honey, I'm doing a live stream here, honey. How do you expect me to send a picture? Nicole, would you like to be a chat moderator? Because so far I haven't seen any of our regular mods here tonight. Probably has to do with the fact that I did not, in fact, actually give anyone advance notice that I was coming on here. It's just like the algorithm gods demand content, so I guess I'm going live tonight because I don't have regular channel content. Now I understand why there's so many content creators that just go live all the time. It's like, okay, it's easy. Like, it's just easy. This is what I have to do. Okay, I had makeup. I already recorded one video today for my members. You guys, you have a video coming later, I swear to God. So I was like, whatever, I'll just go live tonight. Jenna, oh man, thanks girl, you are welcome, honey. Jamara, no, the said car app, I don't know what you're talking about, honey. Yusuf, dear Faye, does marriage end when this lifetime's, great question. Or can it be a soul contract even after? And is marriage eclipse the light of freedom, or may it set you free in a way? Is it good idea after all? Okay, so you're asking a lot of questions. I'm going to see if I can break this down. So, what's been shown to me in the past is the more positive lifetimes that you have had with a person, and especially the closer you have been with them in a past lifetime, such as, for example, a marriage, it kind of acts as fibers on a rope. And then it fortifies and it makes the rope stronger and stronger and stronger. So then the likelihood of you having an opportunity in a subsequent future lifetime of coming back in and coming together and getting married again and having it be a healthy union is stronger because you already have the fibers on the rope that have fortified and refortified it. Now, Free will, as I always say, it might be time to make like a free will reigns supreme shirt, but free will, as I always like to say, reigns supreme. So even if a person had put into the soul contract that they were going to have in any particular lifetime, that they were going to meet this particular person, and guess what? They still have free will. So in the day-to-day, our free will can still override soul contracts. That's how we can change timelines. Because free will reigns supreme. It is the number one top most important element that we retain when we agree to come to the earth plane. Free will. It's number one. It is the most important tenet that the soul has free will. In the day-to-day, certainly, but we can also override soul contracts and even soul lessons. Now, I don't want to make you feel bad. I don't want you to think, shit, so I could have vetoed this one particular lesson and I didn't? Why? Free will. It's the number one tenet. That is why the positive off-worlders, their number one tenet, just like the Kabbalah has the law of karmic retribution, the off-worlders, positive ones, high vibe ones, the number one tenet is the law of non-interference, because that would supersede our free will. They cannot supersede our free will. No other soul or entity, again, unless it's low vibe, because let's face it, that's what the Kabbalah has been doing. They have been superseding our free will to the best of their ability at this point. So you can, in the day-to-day, even if you had lined up for yourself, like, oh, I was going to have another lifetime with this person, you could be like, you know what, no, I don't want to. Somebody asked you out on a date, that was going to be the person that you were going to marry, and you're going to be like, no, I'm not going to say yes to the date. There you go, you just overrode a soul contract that you would have had. But hold on, you have so many questions here. I'm not sure what you mean by can the marriage set you free in a different way? Maybe ask a follow-up question. Is it a good idea after all to get married, you mean? No one can answer that but you. You, free will, baby. In your free will, you can decide if you think marriage is a good idea. Jada Love, what do you say about Jaguar Wright? She is also... So I've spoken about her. There's something about her. Do I believe she's seen some shit? Yeah. There's something about her delivery that seems inauthentic to me, and I think it actually detracts from her. Anyone that's into astrology, see if you can find an online, and not that she's a celebrity, but who knows, maybe there's an online birth chart for her. I'm really curious what's going on with her Mercury, if there is some sort of an online birth chart. There is something about her communication style that it just... there's something off about it. There's just something off about it. Like, I almost feel like she either she's not really talking, maybe, I don't know, there's just something about her communication style that to me, it screams inauthentic, but has she seen some shit? Yeah. But again, there's something about the way that she communicates that just rubs me the wrong way. Jamara, I can see that. Thanks. You're welcome. Jada Love, how many influencers have been... how can I possibly know that? I don't know. Jamara, wait, hookup culture, BTV. Hello, Lionel, darling. Auntie? Somebody wants me to call them mama? Somebody wants me to... So now I'm somebody's auntie? I mean, I am somebody's auntie, but still. Jamara, they said Angie got in a dramatic car accident. She was a well-known singer. No, that ain't it. Something happened to her before that. Nicole, I think you have to give me that... I don't know what para we're talking about, honey. I'm happy to, but... I mean, like, just... Like, zing it? Like, I don't know. Like, send... Like, am I Zeus? Can I just, like, send lightning bolts? And I can send power that way? I don't know. But guess what, guys? I caught up on all the comments, so yay! I think that calls for some conscious hydrating time. While I wait for more comments to come in. Oh, Nicole, thank you to moderate. Okay. All right, do you want to be a mod? I'm happy to give you the power to be a mod if you want to. Jenna, wow. Hold on, I need to look into that. Jenna said she tries to put people under a spell with the way she stretches her sentences. Holy bananas. No, Admiral. Nobody wants to see a middle-aged woman twerk. Gross! No, Admiral. No, for shame. I'm a middle-aged woman. No. Ugh. Ew. No. And by the way, I don't think anybody should twerk. It's so disrespectful. Why? Why, of all the amazing things that we could do with our body, would one choose to twerk? Really, of all the things that one could do, twerking, really. Okay, Nicole, sure. Let me make you add as a moderator. There you go. You are now a moderator, Nicole. Thank you for volunteering to be a mod. I most appreciate you. Yusuf, beautiful answer. Free will creates reality at any given moment. This is so freeing. Thank you so much. Again, Admiral. First of all, your line of questioning is far from admirable. Again, I'm a middle-aged woman. No, gross. And also, like, why do we have to take a beautiful person and say, objectify yourself? Really? No. Jamara, if we are so powerful, how did the Cabal get one up on us? Who lost the battle? LOL. Thank you, Nicole. It's a rather long answer, Jamara. So here's the thing. First of all, I'm going to remind you, 3D energy, it's a heavy, dense, low vibration energy here. That's the 3D energy as a whole. Why is it that Satan is an energetic match to reside in the earthly domain? Doesn't that tell us everything we need to know? God, not so much. Satan, Satan resides in the 3D earthly domain because he's an energetic match for the heavy, dense, low vibration energy that resides here. That is why he can reside here. But in addition to that, this might be a good opportunity to maybe remind you to go back and watch the video that I had done on the Cabal, religion and the Cabal. Because they have literally been ingrained into the fabric of society since like thousands of years ago, when the Jews left Egypt, because that was when the Cabal had its inception. Like that was when there was the delineation, and that was what, look, here's also the thing, we don't have to just make it about the Cabal. Slavery. How can slavery exist if people are so powerful, right? Slavery has existed throughout history. How can slavery exist if we are so powerful? It's just the energy of the 3D earthly domain. Yeah, we really are in the trenches. Yeah. I mean, it's some jacked up energy over here on this place. It's not for nothing that I say that it's equivalent to like trying to navigate through quicksand. You know what I mean? Like, it's just it's just fucking heavy, dense energy here. Jamara, I keep watching, but I'm just getting that this is just Earth's setting, LOL. So we never had a true unified existence. No, because the energy here doesn't support it. Satan resides here. Doesn't that say no real hippie reality? I would say more like this. There's been pockets of time. But I would say that those pockets of time had probably the most to do with there being the largest number of self-actualized starseeds that were on the planet at that time. You know, any time that we have had a renaissance of some kind is because there was the most number of activated starseeds. So anytime there's been pockets of alignment or pockets of advancement and development, it's the largest number of self-actualized starseeds that manifested their meaning and purpose in being here at that time. Yes, interesting. Beth, by the way, Faye, your hair. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for saying so. I appreciate that. I had such a saga. So this is what I did. I had to change the part because if I usually wear it parted the other way. It's too short, parted the, and now I need to even, the shape is not 100% on this side. So I need to actually have my hairdresser refreshen the shape. If I'm committed to wearing my hair this way, I don't know that I am. I don't know if I want her to take any more hair off because too much hair was taken off to begin with because I did the number one no. I got my hair cut during Venus and Mercury both being in retrograde. Why, Faye? Why? I'll tell you why, because free will. Doesn't that tell you everything you need to know? Do I know better? Yes, sure. Everyone says don't get your hair cut. Don't do any beauty or cosmetic procedures when Venus is in retrograde. What did I have to go and do? I not only got my hair cut when Venus was in retrograde, but Mercury too. It serves me right. Jamara, but thanks. You breaking it down like that is changing my point. Good. I'm not really that bad of a place in the, yes, for sure. It's the janked up energy here. Hello, Tina Louise. I don't know if you saw my comment, but I commented, love. I commented. I said it's not a coincidence that you are here. It's because you're a vibrational match. That's why, honey. I commented. Check your email. Guys, I respond to every comment, and if I don't, it's only because YouTube is hiding it or so. On occasion, I have to do channel housekeeping. I have to go back and I have to look at all of my videos to see if there's any unresponded to comments because the YouTube Creator app is supposed to tell me when I have new comments, and sometimes it doesn't. But if I see a comment, I will always respond to it. I did respond to you, Tina darling. Jada, Faye, can you remote view on Ali Carter? Yeah, I can do an energy read on Ali Carter, not a remote. Remote view is for a location. It's not for people. Nicole, oh, Beth, I completely forgot about that. Jada, Ali Carter is making all these videos talking about the Cabal and what they are doing to the... I'm happy that she's talking about Jamara, boo YouTube. I know. I don't know. For the most part, they're pretty good about it, but I have had to go back and do channel housekeeping because sometimes they don't tell me when I get a comment. For shame, YouTube, for shame. Should I try to part my hair the other way? You're going to see what's going to happen. I don't know if I can. It might be a little bit too dry. First of all, here. Thank you. Here. If I wanted to do... By the way, if you ever wanted to know what Faye looks like with bangs, here you go. That's Faye with bangs. What do we think? Do we like it? Do we like the bangs? Should we do the bangs? I don't know how I feel about having bangs, but this is the last time I thank you for the hearts, guys. The last time I had bangs, I know the exact year it was. I moved here in 2010. I remember having bangs the year I moved here. The last time I had bangs was 2010. I also had very long hair back then. And I thought bangs, chunky, thick bangs, I thought looked really cute with a high ponytail. It was all very, very cute. Hold on, let me see if I could bring it over this way. Aw, see, now it doesn't look so bad. When I try to, it's you guys' attention. Here's the, guys, come on. Look how short it is. What? Megan, if you're watching, I still love you. Don't worry about it. Megan's my hairdresser. I know better. And I always say when you know better, you can do better. Obviously, if you're not Faye, because I knew better and I didn't do better. Yusuf, does the creation have a source, namely God, or is the creation happening spontaneously as it... Oh, that is a great question, Yusuf. Okay. Look at it, there's an objective creator that created everything. Created the earthly domain and gave us all sparks of divinity inside of ourselves with this earthly domain that we could then create in. But here's the thing. We also create the objective reality. Because whatever you choose to give your attention to, you are actually breathing life into it. By consenting to certain things, that is how, like here's the thing, there's always going to be like the naysayers and the doomsday people and the people that are always, they'll always find like the glass is half empty. It doesn't matter, they won the lottery, they're going to tell you, I didn't win 100 million, I only won 50 million. There's always going to be the people that are going to align themselves with the darkest possible expression. They are, through their vibration, they are co-creating a reality that is darker all around them. So whatever you give your consent to energetically is the world that you are then co-creating. So if you just don't like the reality that you are in, guess what? You are not a tree. You don't have roots. You can choose to co-create a different reality by changing your own personal vibration. So there are two things that are going on simultaneously. There was the actual creation, and then there is how we are creating in the day-to-day. Thank you, Beth. Thank you, guys. Jamara, where do planets come from? So I have that in my notebook. I haven't gotten around to looking to it yet. I mean, this eclipse energy really, I really have not been channeling this well, first of all, I'm getting over a cold, and then the eclipse energy, and I got a bad haircut, and that kind of derailed me for a couple of days. I haven't gotten around to looking into it yet. Here's the thing, they are real. I would say, just like the earthly domain, and again, this is me not looking into it. This is more like based on the things that I've seen, based on the things that my guides have shared with me, I would say like this. Just like God created the known universe, and just like God created the earthly domain for us to reside in and to create in, the planets were created for some sort of an intention or a purpose as well. What that was and what that is, that will have to be a deep dive. Are they real? Yes. What purpose do they serve? There is one, just like the earth domain serves some sort of a purpose. But outside of that, I don't know. Thank you for retracting a comment. Thank you, Yusef. Jada, do you think there will be peace in the Middle East? Is that karmic? Yes, there will be. It's not exactly karmic. This is what's going on there. The land itself is so high vibe there that if the inhabitants, the people that were living in the Middle East were not incited by their...
Mom, love you.
I love you too. Thank you, honey. If the inhabitants that were living there were not incited by their government, just like here we have critical race theory where little kids are being taught one's the natural victim and one is the natural oppressor, and it has nothing to do with anything other than the amount of melanin in your skin. So just like we have that being taught here, that's what's kind of going on in the Middle East right now.
Mom,
yes, love.
I'm working on another story.
Oh, tell me more.
I'm working on another story that I'm going to write in cursive.
Oh, I love that.
Mom, I actually made the modern migration one. I thought of it.
This does not surprise me. Of course you did.
I took about an hour each day just debating what to do for about a week.
Oh my goodness. Well, you put some serious thought into it.
And then I started writing and it took about 2 days.
I love that. I love that. I love that you took some serious time to reflect on it.
Mom, before I even started writing Monarch Migration, I started thinking about this one.
Oh, okay. I can't wait to see the next thing that you're going to come home and have written then.
I finished my handwriting.
I want to see it. Do you want to bring it over here?
Yeah.
So that's kind of what's going on in the Middle East, where one set of people are being taught to be afraid of, oh, thank you. And the other...
Mom. Make it only show the back because of this.
Oh, thank you. Okay.
My name is on the front.
Now I'm gonna put it down so nobody can even see that. So one group of people are being taught to be the wow. You have amazing. This kid has incredible. Oh my God! Look at you.
Go like the end.
One
This
group
whole
of people.
sentence is at the
Oh,
end.
speaking of auntie, he wrote. It's so funny that aunt is here. One group of people are being taught to be the aggressors in that region. It's all done with the intention of changing the vibration there. Because if the people that live there could tap in to feel the vibration of the land itself, there would be no war. There would be only love and peace.
Look at that. Sentences.
Oh, that's amazing.
Wait, don't let them see
I'm not
the book.
gonna show anybody anything. I'm gonna keep it down like this, okay?
Yeah, don't let them see the book because
You are sensational.
I am.
I know you. I love that you know that.
Can I show you why?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's this.
Okay. Oh, look at you! Wow.
And then this.
By the way, guys, Pip has the most. You're getting a little closer, darling. Pip has the most beautiful handwriting.
No!
I can't share
I
that.
made a mistake. Look, I put 8.
Oh. Oh.
I'm
Wait. What year was this? Oh no, it was 25. Okay, yeah.
I put 8.
So basically, you time
I'm being
travel.
very big on purpose.
I know, but you time traveled in your workbook. You went back to when you were 8. Guys, Pip is a time traveler. He time traveled. He went back in time. He went back in time 1 year ago to when he was 8 years old. Congratulations, Pip. You have figured out how to time travel.
Yay.
Back to the Middle East. So this is done, the governments of these two countries are working together. Yes, unfortunately, people do not want to hear this. This is the truth. If you look at the events of what happened on October 7th, this is supposed to be the most secure country with the most secure borders in the world. So how did what happened on October 7th happen? It happened because the government allowed it to happen. Why? Because the government in one country is working with the government of the other country. Why are they working together? Because they are both puppets of the cabal. So is it from the cabal? Yeah, kind of, sort of. But it's just a whole toxic mishmash over there. That's what's going on. Jamara, oh boy, I hope you get some peace and relaxation. What's that? I'm a mother. I don't know what that is. Jada, are my questions being posted? So as far as I know that they're being posted, I don't know, because I don't know what you're asking that I'm not seeing. It's entirely possible that they're not being posted, however. Jada, I'm afraid not. Yes, we can definitely, yes. You can incarnate onto other planets, yes. Beth, I love your I know, right? Jada, hi Pips. Thank you, Jada. Jamara, also sweet, thanks so much. Jada, he is so studious. What an angel he is, thank you. He's very eloquent. Yes, Jamara, I think I answered that question. Jada Love, but why all these wars when you, Let me read that again. Why all these wars when you unalive and it's over? You want to try asking that again, honey? Yusuf, I feel like all creations are in constant change, arises and dies again and again, but something is not changing. No, it is changing though. I'm going to keep reading your question though. I don't know exactly what it is, but I step into it during deep meditation. Well, consciousness absolutely is changing. It's absolutely rising here. It's just, it has to be very, very slow. It's going to be too jarring if it happened all at once. It would completely, I would recommend, there's a few of my videos that I really think are very essential viewing. The video obviously on the club, on Hollywood and the music industry. And then I had also done one on, which I recommend Tina to go see, Vibrational Ascension and the New Earth. And then there's another one also. It's the one on Area 51 and extraterrestrials and time travel. We are in a very precarious time right now where the energy, it's so delicate that if anything too jarring were to happen, like for example, too many people crossing over at one time, it could throw off the energetic balance of the world right now. So the evolution and our own expansion of consciousness has to happen very, very gradually and very, very slowly. So people are waking up, it's just that it's a very, very slow progression. Jamara, stop saying that. Mom can chill. Tina, do you need more celebrity name? You know what? You can always give me names. Always. My notebook is always begging for new energy. Bring it. But here's the thing. Anything that you tell me now, I'm not going to write down. So if you want to recommend topics for me to look into, post them as a comment on any of my videos, or you can email me directly, hello@solarflow.com. Jamara, no, I asked, is it only planets or other places for incarnation? Is it only planets or other places for Are you asking if a soul here can incarnate on true? I'm not sure I understand what your question is, Jamara. Jada, why all these wars when in the end we all, well, that's the energy of the, again, you have free will. I'm not saying that it's our free will that we are the people that are actually creating the wars. The intention of the wars is, Jada, honey, have you seen the video that I did on, I actually have a video on war. Go watch the video that I have done on war. There's a bigger picture intention that is completely independent from us, the people, that these things are, that we are participating in, either because we are maybe a soldier that actually has to go to war, or we are participating in it by giving it attention. But go watch the video that I have done on war. I have such an immense catalog. I understand why it takes people forever to get through my content. I get it. And I am, by the way, working on a, what's it called? It's kind of like an Excel spreadsheet, but it's not Excel because it's not Excel. It's like the Excel spreadsheet version that's in Google Drive, Google Documents. And I am putting together a every single topic that I have looked into for an AMA. So I don't know if I'm going to share it, or just if somebody asks if I've looked into somebody, I can quickly hop over there, copy the link, and then paste it back over wherever they've asked about it. I'm kind of looking into seeing, the only thing that I can see right now is if on it, I would either post it as a comment and then pin it to the top of every video, the link to the drive so they can access it, or like sharing it as a community post, but then it will get lost in another new community post. I don't know yet. If anybody has any ideas, feel free to share them with me. This is a community first and foremost, so I missed comments. I'm sorry. Jamara, it's such loading screen energy. Jamara, does she need more? No. She has 5 books full of joking. I don't need, but I always want. I like fresh energy. Jamara, like us starseeds, we came to Earth. Where else can we go? Where do we go? Or is it back to the stars? Like we're anywhere in the universe, Jamara. Anywhere. Anywhere. Because there are places in the universe where there's no physical body. We are just pure energy. Yeah, there's places where we're pure energy. You can incarnate onto other planets. You can incarnate into other solar systems. You can incarnate onto, like, I don't know. I have no freaking clue. Anywhere. You can incarnate anywhere. Do you remember the members video that I had done on the reptilians? There's, at the time that I don't want to give things away, but every planet is already inhabited in one way, shape, or form. So if it's already inhabited, where do those souls come from? And the people or the entities or the beings that are inhabiting those planets are procreating. So new souls are always incarnating onto other planets as well. So you can incarnate anywhere. Jada Love, yes, I watched your video. Oh my, Jada, you're awesome. That's amazing. I'm curious how long it actually took you to get through it though. You've got a lot of videos at this point. Jamara, Google Sheets spread. Thank you. Jamara, having a running list for community would, I know. So that's what I was thinking. I could maybe post it and then pin it as the first comment on every video. I don't really know, but I'm working on it. I've gotten through 4 videos, 4 AMAs so far. It's gonna take me a while. It's gonna take a while. But it also like deeply satisfies a part of my Virgo stellium. There's something like very like soothing about it. Like, yeah, being organized. Like, I mean, some people, I'm a sicko. I cleaned out my closet over the weekend. It was the best feeling. It was so cathartic. I mean, next level cathartic closet experience. But like, I really need to be in the right mindset. I need to take everything out and I need to try it on. And then I need to see, do I really want to keep this but it takes forever. It's like a week-long affair, and no. Right now, I'd rather take my extra free time to working on this spreadsheet, not cleaning out my closet. Tina, okay. I really like your videos that go over lots of celebrity names and what you chant. I mean, AMAs, right? Yeah, pin in our... So here's the thing, I would pin it in the group, but then it's a bit exclusive, right? Like if I put it in the Telegram chat, then what about the people that are not in the Telegram chat? Are we just gonna say, so sorry, you're not in the Telegram chat, so you don't have access to it? Like, that's not very nice. I try to be a nice person. Do you see what's going on here, guys? Again, I love you, Megan, if you're watching, but this was a little shorter than I was hoping for, but it's okay. It's here. It grows back. This clearly happened because I had to learn a lesson from it, which is not to be attached to hair. And yet here I am fussing about hair. Let me put my pen down. Let's go back to having bangs. Ta-da! I have bangs again. Okay. Jada Love. I have been waiting for an... I know. I feel like I'm in trouble, like I'm in school and I didn't do my homework and I'm in trouble now. Do you want to know how many topics I have? I'll tell you who I have channeled so far, okay? Oh, I'm almost done with this notebook. That's exciting. Okay. Hold on. This is from the last AMA. Okay. All right, these are the topics that I've already looked into. What is going on with all of the airplanes lately? I've looked into it. Is CNN controlled opposition? Christopher Nolan, Prince, Mary J. Blige, Joseph Stalin, Ashley Tisdale, Albert Einstein, who may or may not get his own video. Will Canada become part of the United States? Do cats really have 9 lives? LaToya Jackson. Is there any truth to Star Trek and Star Wars? Erykah Badu, Billy Idol, Grace Jones. Is the Grim Reaper real? Lucy Letby. Jada, I think Lucy Letby was actually your request. John Kerry. Oh, Queen Elizabeth already got her own video. Leah Remini, Jean-Claude Van Damme, Charlotte Tilbury, Vanilla Ice, Sting, Nick Carter, Sly Stallone, Colin Firth, Ricky Gervais, Randy Gerber. This is the member video that I just posted today. Hold on, there's more. I don't think it's enough for an AMA. That's why I haven't done one yet. Hold on. Clarence Thomas, Nelly Furtado, John McAfee, Ethan Slater, L.A. Reid, James O'Keefe, Energy Harvesting at Raves, and Betsy Johnson. That's who I have so far. That's in that notebook. Let me go on to this one, because I might have a few more in here. I'm not sure, to be quite honest. That's it. I don't think it's enough for an AMA, or it's going to be like a petite AMA. Do you guys want a petite AMA, or do you want like the super long gangster AMAs? Yes, Jada. JD Vance is on my list. Jamara said, okay, thanks. Jada, was Justin Trudeau involved in nefarious you know what? No, he's like a Nepo baby. Here's the thing, he knows his place and he reads the script that's given to him. Look at it this way. You know how I had shared there's some people that are like, if they're part of like the Hollywood elite, they don't, like, what's her name? Gwyneth Paltrow. She didn't really have to do the nefarious things. The nefarious things are only for like newcomers that are joining the club. But if someone is raised in it, no, they don't have to do those things. That's only to lower the vibration of people that are coming into it at a later date. Yusuf, you are one among the few who speaks without an agenda. It is always so nice to see you sending. Thank you, Yusuf. I most appreciate that. That was very kind of you to say. Jamara, yes, you said all I was thinking. I thought it would take a while, but the tracking would be sweet. And LOL, no, it's not my Virgo rising telling you this. Tina, do people like Ozzy Osbourne know, oh, great question, know everything the Hollywood crowd does at parties, like everything? It depends how high up in the club they already are. Can they sometimes see things they're not ready to see? Yeah. Look at it this way, certain things are part of an initiation into the next level in the club. So a person that was maybe newer to the club wouldn't be at an industry party or a house party where the truly, truly dark shit was going on. Because they haven't been introduced to a person that was fully indoctrinated and ingrained into the club. So you look at it this way, like a C level celebrity isn't going to be rubbing elbows with like Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. It's just not going to happen. So it's kind of broken up by the different levels of the club. I think they probably, even if they're newer, I think they maybe have heard some stories from other people, but I don't really think they've been at parties or events where, and here's also the thing, if somebody is like at the top, you know, the top of the top level, like the J-Los, for example, they've seen everything. They've done everything. You don't get to have like $600 million and be a household name the way J-Lo is unless you are fully indoctrinated and you've done every level and every layer there is to get to be at that. You know, again, Beyonce, another great example. Those are the people that know everything that goes on because they've probably had to do everything to get to the level that they are at. Jamara, LOL, no, yes, you're right. We'll figure it out once it's done. Jenna, stop. It looks hot. Thank you. Hello, Samaya, darling. I'm glad you caught us. You're most welcome, Jada. Beth, by the way, Nicole, you are doing a great job. I'm telling you guys, my mods, there ain't no motherfucking mods like my mods. My mods are the best mods. And my mods that are not usually here, you guys are the best even though you're not here. But Nicole, thank you for volunteering to be a mod today. I most appreciate you. Nicole, thanks, Beth. It's been quiet lately, thank goodness. Yeah, since Domino's left the chat. TWC Myers, hello, beautiful. Nicole, whoa, those are some interesting topics. I'm happy, TWC Myers, good. Jada Love, do you want... Honey baby, Cocoa Puff, I love you. I've already done Alex Jones. He has his own segment in an AMA. Hello, Freyer. I'm so glad that you caught us. I had something I wanted to ask, which I realized I forgot in the last live, but now I can't remember again. I'm so sorry. That's kind of frustrating. Jenna, petite is just as wonderful as gangster. You guys have spoken. Would you like me to do another AMA live stream, or would you like it if I do a pre-recorded one? Tina Louise, do people like Ozzy Osbourne? I think the comments are acting wonky again, because you asked that to me already. Jada, do a video on The View. Oh God, The View. Jamara, past my bedtime. I love you, bye. It's 9:30 for you, Jamara. It's past your bedtime? Wow. Tina Louise, so Ozzy is pretty famous. He has to be, so I haven't looked fully into him, but here's the thing with Ozzy. There's something about his, he shakes, or he doesn't have Parkinson's, he like shakes, right? He shakes because he's in withdrawal. Use your imagination for what it is. Jada was, yes, she was. Oh, well, Jada, there's a segment on Selena also, honey. Tina, introduced by someone, I mean. Introduced by someone? I don't know what you're asking. Nicole, I got you. Freyer, I'm more in the mood for just a chat. Do proper pre-recorded video, but maybe others want a live one. Oh, did I just catch up? Yes, baby, I caught up on comments. Go me, I love that. Oh, we've been on for an hour and a half. All right, I think this is good. I can stay on a little longer if you guys want. Tina, withdrawal from some, yes, correct, from that. Yes. Yes, Tina, you know. Withdrawal from that. Here's the thing with Ozzy, though. Ozzy, not to sound mean, Ozzy was never the sharpest tool in the shed. Now, Ozzy was also in the industry long before it was fully infiltrated by Team Darkseid. My personal, again, I haven't done a full deep dive into him, but my personal opinion on what I think happened with Ozzy was, I think he was at a party. I think someone offered him a drink. I think he took it. I think he drank it. I think that's what it was. And then I think he became, he loved the juice so much. Actually, you know what, guys? I think I'm feeling the bangs. I think I'm feeling the bangs. What do you guys think? Are we feeling the bangs? I think I'm feeling the bangs. I think I might just have bangs until it grows out a little bit. I think it just maybe needs to be, like this side is a little longer than this side is. I think it maybe just needs to be shaped. You guys might be seeing a lot more of me with bangs. We'll see. I don't know. I could wake up tomorrow morning and decide I hate bangs, so who knows. Anyway, back to Ozzy. He wasn't the sharpest tool in the shed. I think he was at a party. I think someone gave him something. I think he drank it. I think he liked it. I think he kept drinking it. I don't think that he was drinking the juice because it was part of his initiation into the club. Because he was in the industry long before the industry was infiltrated by the club. Nicole, Yolanda is incarcerated at the state prison in the county I just moved to. Oh boy. Jada, withdrawal. Yeah, I'm not going to say the word, but yeah. Thank you, Jenna. I know, I'm kind of feeling them. Thank you, P. La. I appreciate that. I kind of feel like I'm vibing with them also. I think this would also be really cute. Maybe if I did like a smoky eye, like some heavy eye makeup, or maybe like if I lined the bottom waterline. I used to do that in my 20s. I never didn't have my bottom waterline lined with turquoise. Everyone knew me. Turquoise was my color. I always had turquoise in my waterline. Now that I'm getting older, there's certain things middle-aged women shouldn't do, like twerk, for example, and strip. Admirable person, whoever it was that said that. Other things that middle-aged women should not do, line the bottom waterline with a dark color because it makes our eyes look smaller. So rest in peace, turquoise eyeliner on the waterline. That's something I shan't be doing any longer.
Harper.
Oh my goodness, I'm so glad that you're here, PH Rolls. Tina, so does he know where the pink comes from, or... I think at this point his mental faculties are so compromised. Sharon knows. Sharon is the brains in that operation right now. Ozzy, he's just out to lunch. His brain is a little bit fried at this point. There, I said it. He's a little fried. Sharon knows everything. Nicole, bring the grunge attire back with the bangs. Here's the thing though, I can't wear like my leather. I have so many cute outfits. I can't wear them on camera. It's so, like, what am I gonna do? Just like sit up here wearing combat boots? No! What am I gonna do? Go on camera wearing a leather jacket? No! But like, this would look really, really cute when I'm like put together. It would look really, really, it's just, if you're getting a watered down version of Faye, it's a miracle I even do makeup to go on camera because like, I'm at home. Like, what? Yeah. Freyer, yeah, bangs are cool and also probably require less maintenance. I don't know because I literally just pulled them forward 5 minutes ago, so I guess we'll find out. Tina, Tina, do these celebrities that know, care, or, oh, this is another good question. So the industry as a whole, and the industry I speak is like the music and the movie industry, they are, or at least what's been shown to me, and a sentiment that's been shared by some of the people whose energy I've looked into, is that these are energies with really, really wounded people. So wounded people are usually living with some level of trauma that has lowered their vibration, and they're living out of alignment, and they probably are lacking in some level of self-love. And what tends to happen is they associate the fame and the, you know, so-called fortune that they're going to get by being in the club with them, like as if that's going to fill up the hole that is missing inside of themselves, instead of actual like self-love and calling back all parts of yourself and healing your inner child and doing things like that, like doing shadow work essentially. So they're like, if this is a piece in the puzzle that's going to get them the success that they crave because they think it's going to fulfill them, it's not something that is typically approached with fear. It's approached with a sense of acceptance. But again, I'm going to remind you, and I have a lot of compassion for them, it's a really deeply wounded industry because fully empowered, healthy people would not be down with these kinds of practices. So it really is something that can only exist in a deeply wounded industry. Thank you, I appreciate that, PH Rolls. Freyer, but sometimes people can do too much shadow work, right? It's a very interesting question. I think the threat or a possible downside is more getting stuck in overly identifying with the shadow parts of ourself. I think as long as somebody can remember what the objective of doing the shadow work is, which is to clear that and then to move on, I don't know that there's a downside to doing too much shadow work. But that also is going to require a certain level of self-awareness to know when to stop and when not to continue to keep going, and when to not overly identify with the shadow parts of ourselves. Tina, I guess it's weird to me when parents don't care enough, and I'm not a parent like how Blake Lively is. Well, she was raised in the club, so there's a reason she has this, you know, this level of entitlement that she, first of all, she's a narcissist. But in my opinion, But you know, that level of entitlement that she had doesn't come from nowhere. PH rolls. If we're still asking questions about, we are always asking questions about celebrities here. Faye, are you able to get a sense if Aaron Pierre and Tayana Taylor are a real couple, or is it simply PR? If it's the former, who is, I think it is a real, I think it's real. There's an there's like a chemical. So first of all, they're having sex. Because I can pick up on the you know, we're hardwired to respond to pheromones, bless you, of another person. We're also hardwired to become attached to them, certainly women are, when they're having sex with a man. So there's a chemical reaction there's a chemical exchange that's already happening between the two of them. They're a real couple. Yeah, they're real. In terms of who is more into who, I think Aaron is more into Tayana. No, I'm not saying she's not into him. I'm saying like he looks at her and it's like he's thinking this could be like my future baby mama. I think that's saying something. Samaya, Faye, can you look into Jonathan Majors? He was becoming a popular actor who was battling a DV case against his ex-girlfriend. Was that a club stunter? No, that's real. I can feel the energy there. That's absolutely real. Tina Louise, yeah, but Sharon is a parent, so what I meant is, it's so wrong in my opinion, what they all do. I might have my own wounds, but I don't think I would be able to stomach that stuff the way, yes, I agree with you. I can't speak, I mean, I don't know, it's a wounded industry, I guess. I really just don't know what else to say. I mean, you know, would I ever want Pip to go into that industry? No. It's so
What?
like acting. Anything
If
that,
I'm not in the club, it's okay.
right. Anything that has a club affiliation, I wouldn't want my own child to go into. I wouldn't want him to do anything that's even like club adjacent, you know? PH rolls. Oh wow, thank you, Faye. So much. By the way, I get asked this question a lot, which is, Faye, you have a notebook full of names. Why does it take you so long to get to them? Because it's like when I'm doing a live and you guys ask me a question, I'm on it like this. So you know what? We should do a live stream AMA, but not where I'm coming to you with notes, where you ask me questions in the moment and I just like barrel through them like that. We should just do it, right? Maybe the next AMA, I'll close out this one. I'll do a petite AMA, and then the next AMA will be a live stream AMA. You guys can ask me any questions you want, and I will just barrel through them, okay? Because I know that's what you guys really like. I remind you, behind every YouTube content creator is a person, and behind every person is someone that potentially got a bad haircut, or is getting over a cold, or got knocked around by the cosmos because of the eclipses. It's real life. And you know what? I have books that I want to read. Sometimes I'm too tired. I don't want to channel. Sometimes my monkey brain rebels and it doesn't even want to meditate, which is the precursor for channeling. It's just real. That's why I always tell you guys, it's real life over here. Like, I'm a real person. I'm not a machine. As much as I would love, I know Jenna, right? As much as I would love to be able to make content creating my full-time, I mean, and trust me guys, I would love it more than anything. I would love to come on here every single day and be making content for you guys. Nothing would make me happier. Truly, nothing would make me happier. If you build it, they will come. So you guys are here. We just need some more people to come on over so I can do this more full time. So keep sharing my videos, guys, please. Share my videos, tell people about them, get the word out. This is how we get, I guess, the ball rolling. I don't know. I'm caught up on comments. No, I'm not, Beth. Speaking of books, I'm on chapter 37. Oh my God, is that book not amazing, Beth? There are some books I wish I could reread for the first time, not knowing. I mean, there's some books that are still it's still good to reread it. There's some books, what I would do to be able to go back and read them for the first time, not knowing what was going to happen. Oh my God, I would love that. Tina, so I'm pretty sure my future husband is going to be a famous singer in heavy metal. But by then, I think all those bad things happening will be over, right? Well, I don't know how old you are. I don't know. I mean, if you're 12, yeah, maybe. If you're I don't know. It's going to take time for the industry to completely turn over, and you're 37. So look at it this way. The tipping point is around 2026. That's consistently what's been shown to me. The tipping point where there is no going back to the old way is 2026. So it's completely conceivable. Yeah, if you meet your husband in the next year or two, yes, it's complete. And by the way, your husband could be somebody that you've already met. Just some food for thought there. Or it's certainly one of your potential husbands. Okay, he's going to be 4 years younger. He might be. Because you got a lot of energies around you right now, and you have a lot of male energies around you, which makes me think it's somebody that you have actually already met once before. Now, in case you're wondering, like, Faye, I didn't give you consent to read my energy. So here's the thing. Sometimes when something is so evident that it's around a person, or information just falls into my head this quickly, and it's where I have not obtained a person's consent to connect to and to read their energy, it's always usually an indication that it is for this person's highest good to know it at this time. That's why I am sharing it with you. Oh, Sumaya, great question. What do I mean about it? Means the vibration of the world would have it would have transferred from one timeline to another timeline in terms of the vibration here on Earth, that there would be no way to go back to the old way that things used to be. Hello, Ashley, my darling. Thank you, Tina. I appreciate that. I think I will meet him soon. Or it's somebody that you potentially could have met. Jenna, did comedian John Mulaney make a deal with the club during the pandemic, or maybe even sooner? John Mulaney. Okay, so I don't think the John Mulaney that you're seeing out in the world is the original. I think he's a clone. There, I said it. There's something off about the energy there. It's showing me like, imagine if someone was playing a tape recorder, and this is the way that it's being shown to me, and that's why I'm sharing it this way. Someone's playing a tape recorder, but the tape that they're playing is damaged or it's been compromised in some way. So what happens is when they press play, it jumps, or there's and it's not clear in the message of what it is that they're trying to say, as if there's some level of damage. So I think something happened to the original, and that's why we are seeing a clone out in the world. Something happened to the original. There was some kind of damage. I don't know what that means. Tina Louise, he's my twin flame. It sounds like you know who he is. Like my future husband will take some time before he gets into music. It will be when we come into union, but because he's my twin flame, there will be some trials for us. Well, not every pairing involves trials. I mean, unless of course that's what you've written into the soul contract for what you guys were going to work through. Hello, Steve. So Steve, this is what happened. I recorded a members video, and then I ran out of time before I was able to record my regular channel video. So I had to stop because Pip was coming home. So I stopped, and then Pip was settled. He ate dinner, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go. So no one knew. I literally just hopped on here. It's amazing that so many of you guys showed up because I was just like, I guess I'm just gonna go live today. By the way, Steve, this is not the haircut that I was telling you about. I have relationships with all you guys on the side. Seriously. I email with you guys. Those of you that are in the Telegram chat, you all know what's happening in my life. This is the original haircut, Steve. And then, actually, this was me trying to salvage it, where I parted it this way, because it looks better this way. Then because I usually part it this way, it's too short this way, okay? And then I was just like, whatever, I'm giving myself bangs. And then I realized I like bangs, so I'm gonna keep them. And maybe when I go to my hairdresser, we're going to make the bangs more of a permanent feature. I don't know yet. Jenna said that's what I thought. PH rolls, we can ask questions about, yes, of course. So you can ask questions, and unless the information falls into my head, like it did for Tina, I always ask that you please make some sort of a super chat or super thanks or a super something or another in exchange for me looking into a person's energy. So you can, I'm not going to read your question. Actually, I will, because how else will I know if the information will fall into my head or not? If it doesn't, though, then I'm going to have to get your full first and last name and your consent to connect to and to read your energy, okay? And this accompanied by some sort of a super something or another. I have been having a very rough financial time since 2023 and spent 6 weeks in the hospital this year. So here's the thing. It's not so much about you getting a break. You're getting stripped bare of things that are no longer in alignment for you because you are on the precipice of leveling up right now. But just prior to us leveling up in some way, we will 99 times out of 100, there will be some sort of a catastrophe. Health, or losing a loved one, or losing a pet, or losing our job, or having financial troubles. So actually, congratulations, you are on the verge of leveling up. Beautiful, blessings to you. It's a wonderful thing. You're just kind of going through the peeling away of everything that you are not, so that way you can step into the next version of yourself. Steve, well, hello then. Freyer, hey Faye, do you feel like the potential partner I have could be my own age or even a little bit younger? I've always been attached having an older partner, but maybe it will change. This is kind of interesting. Freyer, you're kind of like versatile. You know, my favorite expression, I've been using this in videos a lot. I'm not saying this to be, I'm not saying, if it comes off as obnoxious, this is not my intention. I like the expression, so I've been using it. I might be overusing it. I should probably stop saying it. But I've been saying that, you know, Wonder Bread is very versatile, right? Because, like, look at it this way, like, sourdough bread is not as versatile as Wonder Bread, right? You can do everything with Wonder Bread. It's versatile bread. Freyer, you are very, very versatile in terms of your energy. You could go older, you could go a little bit younger, you could also do your same age. Right now, what's coming through for you is more in alignment with same age. I think if you give yourself maybe a couple more years, like maybe 2 years, then I could see you maybe doing like a little bit younger. But right now, here's the thing. You're in like a very, your energy and your age specifically, you are in an expansion period right now. So it's going to have to take a truly, truly wise old soul that also in this lifetime happens to be younger than you to stay in line and to keep up with the expansion that you yourself are coming into. So I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm saying they would just have to be a truly, truly wise soul in order for them to keep up with where you are going in terms of your own evolution and expansion. Tina, I know, but I think he will have some issues with himself, like self-love issues, but it won't be too long, like probably no more than 2 or 3 years after we meet. So it's interesting that you think, because and again, here's the thing. I really have to, there's always caveats when I'm doing a energy read for a person, which is, anytime I'm talking about the future, it's only a potential, because I'm going to remind you, free will reigns supreme. So I am only seeing potentials that are in your energetic sphere. You still have free will. Jenna, did it happen when he went to, I don't know who we're talking about, and I lost the plot. Guys, I lost the plot. Any questions? You're going to have to be a lot more specific with me. Steve, girl, you still look good. Oh, thank you. I love you, Steve. Thank you, Freya. I appreciate that, darling. Tina, yes, I think I already met my future husband, twin flame, before. Again, potential. Maybe it would have been if I was really young, but I don't know. Samaya, why does it happen like that? Leveling up tied with catastrophes. Great question. I'm going to answer that. Is it because in order for something new to come, yes, that's part of it. In order for something new to be birthed in, the old has to be, look at it more this way. We have to make room for the new. We also, depending on our level of attachment to the way that we have been living, the more attached we may be, or the more we are not paying attention to the signs and the synchronicities that are being shown to us on a daily basis, sometimes the universe is just going to come in and it's going to try harder and harder and harder and harder to get our attention because we're not paying attention. But also in order, especially if we're starseeds, this is why I always say starseeds don't have easy lives. In order for them to be activated, or in order for them to become aware of the fact that they are a starseed, or even if they are not aware, but in order for them to embrace and accept their mission and their meaning and their purpose in being here, they will have to lose everything first. Starseeds do not have easy lives, but it is by design, because I'm going to remind you, even starseeds, every soul that comes to the earthly domain, our memory is wiped before we get here. So what is the activation if we don't even know that we're a starseed? That we don't even know if we have a divine mission in why we chose to come here. The only way that we come to know it is by losing everything that we are not, so that way we can wake up to everything that we are, and we can step into and embrace what we came here to do. Tina, is the masculine energy you talk about, is that coming from him or me? No, it's more, I'm saying that you have, in your energetic orbit around you, you have masculine energy. It's not your own masculine energy. As in you have potential partners. This is why I said I think it could be somebody that you have met, because their energy, or a masculine energy of a potential partner for you, is already in your energetic sphere that is around you. But I'm going to continue reading your question. That is coming in from him or me. I don't even know what the energy, I have more. I do seem to understand men, even though I am female. It's just more an indication that the energy is in and around you. Steve, can you please connect to a past dear friend, lover of mine, Jeff Birkinshaw to see if there are any messages. Yes, Jeff. By the way, I love the super chat, super thanks. I love those numbers. Thank you, Steve. So this is where he currently is in his in the afterlife bazaar. He is currently right now spending a lot of time looking at his, well, he's ambitious. He's taking on two different things on the other side simultaneously. He's looking into both what were the soul contracts and the soul lessons in this life, and also he is doing it in tandem with watching his life like it's a movie. So this is where there's no level of human attachment. He's just watching. Okay, I'm kind of seeing why he's choosing it why he chose to do it this way. It's kind of like, was he like very, like, I feel like there's a lot of academic energy in his sphere, which is like, because on the other side, there's a very studious energy about him where he actually has fascinating energy. Like, if he was alive and he has a physical body right now, and he would be sitting in a library taking notes on his life. That's what he would be doing right now. He doesn't have a body, so he can't do it. He can't take notes. But what he is doing is he's doing these two things in tandem, where he's watching his life from the time of his birth all the way through when he crossed over, watching it like it's a movie. And then when anything notable happened, he's pausing the movie and he's saying, I want to see what was the soul message, or I want to see what was the soul lesson, or what was the soul contract that I had with another person, that this is what had happened or what played out between me and another person. He is really kind of digging the other side, actually, because it's so expansive. But for him, it's not necessarily an expansion in terms of the way his physical body felt. It's more the expansion of the consciousness that he can now have on the other side. Where there are, again, no veils. He can know anything that he wants in an instant. He's loving the expansion of consciousness that he actually has on the other side. So I'm not saying there's so much of a message that's coming in. It's more where his soul is up to. And I guess we could say, in wanting to let you know, he's okay. Because he really is loving the expansion of the consciousness that he is having on the other side. So I hope that answers your question, Steve. PH Rolls, thank you so much for spending time reading my energy. It's been rock bottom for almost 2 years. Congratulations. I'm really hoping that this year brings me great health and wealth. I feel hopeless. God bless you, Faye. My darling, I live in service for you guys and to you guys. Another thing, I'm just going to throw it out there because it's my channel and I can advertise if I want to. If you or anybody else wants to get a look at your own personal vibration, if you feel like maybe it's a little bit wonky and you want to see like what is going on around you and how it is responding in relation to your own personal vibration, I do have a session. I don't remember for the life of me what it's called. It's on my website. It's something like energetic alignment, or I don't know what it is. It's something like that. But if you click on the sessions itself, I gotta close my windows because it's getting dark outside and I feel like I'm in a fishbowl. But if you click on it, you will see what it is, and it talks all about like your alignment and your vibration. That might be a good one for you too. Just putting it out there in the universe. Tina Louise. Oh, I meant I was asking you if you were saying I have already met my twin flame before. Yes, in this life, love. I'm very much a loner, so I don't know if I met him before. He's in your energetic sphere. As a potential. Meaning it could be somebody that you met 10 years ago. You know what I mean? But it's only a potential because free will. Jenna, haha, sorry, I was asking while you were talking about, oh, John Mulroney. Okay, and now I forgot what you asked me though. I told you I lost the plot, guys. Hello, Lena, my darling. Just jumping in, love the bangs. I didn't do them myself. It was a happy accident, apparently, because so far everybody's been loving them. I am, however, seeing my hairdresser tomorrow, so we might make it more of a permanent feature. I don't know. I'll see. I'm kind of digging them. I actually, again, it's a happy accident, apparently. Freyer, does anyone else have memories of their extraterrestrial past lives? Wow, that is a great question. That is a great question. I don't. I only have memories on the earth plane. But in meditation, my guides have shown me what my origin home planet looks like. And all I gotta tell you guys is, man, do I want to go back there, because that was beautiful. Nicole Freyer, the closest thing I have is a past life regression memory. It was either a pill bug, roly-poly, or extraterrestrial entity that looked kind of like one. That is wild.
Mom.
Michael, what happened to your hair? I just was messing with it, and this is what happened. Yes, darling.
Your hair looks awful. How long have you been on live for?
And just when I was like, maybe I'll make bangs a permanent feature, Pip tells me they look awful.
They're stupid.
They're
awful. Mom.
Well, don't hold back now. Tell me how you really feel, Pip.
Mom, there's a pack.
Yeah.
Pack of gum from Target, $5. Okay.
Yeah.
Guess how much gum is in it?
5 pieces.
5 pieces of gum.
For $5?
There's 8 packs. 8 packs.
Yeah.
Each with 15.
All I gotta say is it probably has really bad ingredients. Yes, love.
That's a bit less than 25 pieces of gum for $1.
Okay then.
If you sell a piece of gum for $1, you will be making $115 profit.
This kid is gonna run my finances one day. That's all I gotta say. So much for
Yeah.
having a stellium of planets in Virgo. They do me jack shit when it comes to finances. Tina, I'm a Virgo, so I have a lot of psychic knowledge already. I just haven't fully tapped into it yet. Of course, darling. Steve, just checking in. Awesome, thank you. You're most welcome. Samaya, Freyer, I don't remember extraterrestrial past lives, but I have had dreams about being experimented on by extraterrestrials. Hello, Albert. I am so glad to see you. I have not seen you in forever. Albert, I'm so glad you made it. Freyer, Nicole and Samaya, interesting. You might be one of them, Samaya. Steve, LOL, you're getting compliments. That's why I love kids, because they will give it to you straight. Like, they just give it to you straight. Hold on, I've got to, I don't like feeling like I live in a fishbowl. I must close this window shade. I must. I will be right back. I can't. I can't. Literally, I cannot, guys. All right, I'm already feeling like 3,000 times better. All right. I just made a lot of noise there. All right, let me get back. Steve, Faye, clearly when it comes to your hair, don't trust your family. And why are barbershop poles red and white spirals? What was it originally supposed to indicate? Oh my God, Steve, you're so funny. Pip needs a timeout. Michael, I was just rolling by again. Good night, darling. Albert, I know it's been a minute. Happy to finally catch a live. Freyer, I have memories of the Pleiadians working in large spaceships with healing chambers that can heal anything spiritually. And yup. Yes, they can. They somehow work energetically with the chambers and technology. Yup. It's similar to what was shown to me about med beds, that it works on a vibrational level. I'm feeling all self-conscious now. Hold on. cute too. That's okay. All right, I'll leave it like this for now. It would be cute if it was a little. I can't. These are the things I can't control. It would be cuter if it was a little longer. It's not. Deal with it, Faye. Grow up. Okay, we're past it. We had a moment and we're past it.
How long have you been on live for? You haven't answered that yet.
Just over 2 hours.
Okay.
I thought I would come on here for maybe like an hour or something. I'm just having fun, so you guys are stuck with me for the time being. Tina, I'm pretty sure I am a Orion star seed. Is that so? Here's the thing. I'm admittedly know next to nothing about the different kinds of beings that there are on other planets and the different star seeds that there are. I don't spend any time looking into it. I'm probably the wrong person to ask about that. Can I tell if someone is a star seed? Yes. Can I tell what type they are? No. Can I tell you what home planet a person comes from? Yes. Can I tell what your DNA, animal DNA, has been spliced with? Also yes. In other words, I know what I know and I know what I don't know, and I will never just make shit up to make it seem like I know something that I don't know. So I'm going to tell you very, very frankly, this is something that I know I don't know, and I'm not going to even try. Hold on a second.
That's the thing you love.
Love?
What?
I love you dearly. However, if you're going to be talking in this room while I am, that's going to be very, very confusing.
Okay, well then I'm going to talk to myself in my head.
Okay, that works. What? Where's your what?
The other side of the handle deflated.
Yes, it did. Just like the dragon's arms deflated, and now it has T-Rex arms.
That's so cute!
I know, it is so cute.
We're putting them in the fridge so they don't deflate more.
Yes, please. We'd like to preserve the balloons. Steve, Freyer, can you ask Avicii to get...
Actually, it's called Just the Truth.
to give me some crazy DJing for major crowds over 10,000 energy. I love that. Samaya, Faye, you look beautiful. We tend to be our worst critics. Thank you, darling. I appreciate that. Albert, I was told I was an indigo kid in my past. Indigo kids are on my list. I don't know what they are. Tina Louise, okay. Steve, but you can tell me I have Sasquatch DNA. I love it. Yeah, Beth, oh wow, Steve, that's awesome. I know what I know and I know what I don't know. Steve, you ain't the only one, Pip. We are all talking to ourselves. Jenna, I'm having a great time myself. You guys are just too much fun to hang out with. I was like, let's just do like a quick live, like an hour. Yeah, okay.
Maybe 2.
By the way, yeah, maybe 2. Coming on here is like going into Trader Joe's. Raise your hand if you yourself have ever gone into a Trader Joe's.
Or a Target.
Or a Target. You didn't take a basket, and you didn't take a cart because you're like, I'm just going to grab 1 or 2 things. Meanwhile, 5 minutes later, you go up to the what do you call it? The cash register. And like you turned your shirt inside out and your shirt is now acting as your basket because you ended up grabbing so many things while you were there. Raise your hand if that's happened to you.
It hasn't.
Not you, more times than I can count. It's happened to me.
Mom, no.
Yes, love.
You grabbed a cart. That's what you did. You didn't have to put your shirt inside out.
Or I turn my hands like I'm carrying a
baby.
You
have done that.
Shh,
You have done that.
Inside voice.
Okay.
Or, like, I'm using my hands like I'm carrying a baby, but it's not a baby I'm carrying, it's groceries.
Mom, you didn't tell me. Well, I'm just going to be right next to the room. So you only mentioned what
Such a tough. Kids are so good at finding loopholes. It's truly remarkable. Tina Louise, so you mentioned 2026 is the passing point. It's the point of no return. So if my future husband becomes a singer after that, he is safe, right? From clones, etc. How about this? Do you remember what I said? I can't look at myself like this, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Pip. I'm giving myself bangs again. You remember how I said that we co-create our reality based on what we agree to give our consent and our attention to? I'm going to make a suggestion that I think might serve you, because there's a lot of...
You wrote the song.
there's a lot of mental noise in your mind about your future husband, if he's going to be okay or if he's going to be in the club. So focus on your own internal vibration and what you choose to give your consent to, and then you will be co-creating a more harmonic future for yourself, but it's going to be coming from an empowered point of view, as in this is what I am co-creating and I accept in my life, versus a disempowered state, which is I have no control over what happens to my future husband. If you're a high vibe person, Tina Louise, your future husband is going to have no choice but to be high vibe with you. Otherwise, he's not going to be an energetic match for you. So focus on your own personal vibration around you, and then that's what you're going to line yourself up with. And then you're not going to have to wonder or worry, is he going to be highly aligned or if he's going to be part of the club. That's my 2 cents for you. Steve dropped 4 things on the, always, it happens all the time, right? I know, right guys? All of us, we've all done it. Freyer, Steve, you can connect with Tim Avicii whenever you listen to his music. He comes to anyone that asks for him. I believe that about him. He really is there for everyone and not just certain people. I agree. Hello, Bismarck Walking Stick. Lovely to see you here. Faye, I was told that I would have something to do with the demise of the Kardashians by my own guardians. You know what? I love your guardians right now. That is not a bad soul mission to have in this world. Steve, thank you, Freyer. Bismarck Walking Stick. I was also told that I have a connection with the Virgin Mary. How do I confirm this through spiritual exercise? Ask for confirmation. It's the easiest thing. Just ask for confirmation. You will get it, especially if you're a clairaudient. Oh, baby. Now, clairaudient, you're not always going to hear things. You might just ask a question and then turn the TV or the radio on, and you will receive the information that you have asked for via a song or a commercial or something. But if you ask for confirmation about that and you're clairaudient, it will come. Beth, gotta run guys, but I had such a great time with you all. Thanks, Faye, and everyone for being out here. Love you all. Bye, Beth. I love you, darling. Thank you for joining us. Steve, wow, the demise of the Kardashians, you're lucky, right? Tina Louise, okay, I mean, I know we were going to be high vibe, but I was just concerned about the music industry as a whole, because I know he is going to be famous. You know what? There's high vibe music that exists in the music industry right now. So whether or not it's past the point where there is a tipping point, there's high vibe music in it. There's gospel music, that's high vibe. There is high vibe music that currently exists in the music industry. So again, just focus on being as high vibe as you can, and then your future partner is going to have no choice but to line up and to be high vibe with you. Steve, bye Beth. Freyer, we sometimes needed to wear these blue suits. What?
Where is the charger for my tablet?
Oh, bathroom.
Okay, why is it there?
Because I was charging my phone in there earlier today. My phone has been chronically dead for like the last couple of days. I don't know what's going on. It's not like I'm an irresponsible person and I don't charge my phone. It's literally like my battery. Maybe it has something to do with like the eclipse energy. My battery has just been draining so fast the last few days. Anyone else is this happening to it? So Freya, we sometimes needed to wear these blue suits for certain space travel. That was, bless you darling, bless you. That was in the lowest dimension. Bless you. Where we still needed some physical resources, comment is disappearing, to obtain space travel and healing. Wow. But then, when you go to the highest Pleiadian dimension, the Pleiadians barely need anything for space travel except just crystals. The spaceship is just a container to travel. Yes, that's what I've seen. When space travel was shown to me, that's exactly what it was. The personal pods that they travel in is just like a compartment for them to travel in. That's it. Freyer, just crystals to amplify the energy, and they were a whole lot of white. M, hello. They wear a whole lot of white. Nicole, okay. Steve, the Palladians are with whom we are to have the first contact with, correct? I haven't seen anything like that. I don't know. I don't know if you're asking me or Freya. Tina Louise, is it possible we both love heavy metal that it's still considered high, but okay, great question. I'm going to answer that, Tina Marie. Hold on a second. I'm going to finish reading your question. I mean, it's just heavy metal isn't what I'd consider high vibe exactly, but it makes us happy with that type. So I've looked into this before because somebody once asked me if somebody likes hip hop music or horror movies. If they listen to the music or they watch the movies, is that going to lower their vibration? Here's the answer. Anything that you love and that you enjoy, if it's not hurting another person and it raises your vibration, your guides will always say, just spend more time doing those things as long as it doesn't hurt another person. So if somebody loves getting scared out of their mind and watching, oh, it kind of looks cute that way. If somebody loves getting scared out of their mind and loves watching horror movies, watch horror movies. If it doesn't hurt another person and you love it and it raises your vibration, just spend more time doing the things that raise your vibration. It doesn't have to make sense to other people, right? Like if somebody likes listening to gangster rap, okay, you know, you do you, more power to you. If it doesn't hurt another person and it raises your vibration, go for it. So you can listen to heavy metal if it raises your vibration, go for it. Nicole, Steve, you are saying Freyr is our first, oh, I love that. LOL, right, Nicole, we are already there. Jenna, retrograde energy. PH Rolls, Faye, can I ask you if you're able to sense my deceased father, Etienne, has any, so when it comes to connecting to the energy of another person, that's where I draw the line. That is going to have to include a super thanks or a super chat of some kind. Because that's different than information about a person just falling into my head. Steve, straight out of Compton. Freyer, this has still been very difficult for me to remember. I cry a lot when I get memories. Can make you a bit cray-cray because you just want to go back and... Word. When my guides had shown to me my home planet in meditation, and I came to understand that that's what it was, I kid you not, guys, I sat on my sofa and I cried my eyes out. I cried my eyes out because I just wanted to go back to my home planet. Yeah, it's very, very hard when we get a taste of what it's like not to be on the earthly domain and this janky ass energy. It's very hard to come back and be like, okay, yeah, okay, I guess I'll just like have a normal life now. It's very hard. Thank you, PH Rolls. Thank you for understanding. I sometimes have to create boundaries. It's not in my nature. Because I would give everybody everything if I could. I would not even charge for my services. It's just not realistic. This is how I earn part of my income. So I have to draw the line somewhere. Please understand, it is not comfortable for me to do that. It's not, but it's something that I work on. And I also, here's the thing, I've been with other spiritual teachers or whatever. They were so regimented and boundaried that it was almost a turn off. Like I was almost to the point where it's like, it almost made me uncomfortable the way they made certain boundaries around themselves. And I can kind of understand it. I would never want to be as extreme as I've seen other people be, but I kind of understand it. Like we are very energetically porous, and it's easy for people that are doing work like this to get taken advantage of. So we do have to put some parameters into place. I'm sorry, but thank you for understanding. Tina Louise, I also know both me and my twin flames are actual healers and his music will heal. I love that. Steve, yeah. Venus versus Compton. Nicole, I've read in Dolores Cannon's book about regression saying the same thing, Freyer. PH roles, it's very important to establish said boundaries, Faye. Do not worry, you were very polite. Thank you for saying so. I appreciate that. It's really, it's not comfortable for me. It's not. So thank you for being so gracious about it. I appreciate that. All right, it's 7:22. Should we stay on? I don't know. It's 7:22 in my land, even though time is a man-made construct. The construct in my land says that the current time is 7:22 p.m. We can stay on, I don't know, 8 minutes longer? Maybe something like that. I gotta get my kid into the bath at some point. Maybe eat dinner at some point. I don't know, like shit like that. Maybe close all the other shades in my house. Because if I'm not in the room, it doesn't bother me. I don't feel like I'm a fishbowl in those rooms. But those other rooms have shades open. Maybe I want to close the shades in those rooms. I don't know, just saying. Are we consciously hydrating, guys? Members, hear me out. Members, my video from today that I recorded, is it the best video that I have ever recorded? No. I want to know if you guys care. If you just want it, I can upload it tonight, I can post it to go live tomorrow, and you can have a new members video to enjoy over your weekend. Would you rather wait until next week and I will re-record it, or even me getting out ahead of it and telling you, 1 second, baby.
No, Mom, look, this is important.
What happened? Oh no, that's too wild. Or would you rather, Or would you rather not wait? I don't even know. What was I even saying? Okay, I can either post it, I can either upload it tonight, and hopefully it'll be uploaded in time for me to post it to go live tomorrow. Although, who knows? Sometimes my videos take 18 hours to upload. Don't want to talk about it. Or would you rather I re-record it and I share it with you next week? I'm not saying if I share it next week it's going to make that much of a difference, because here's why. Mercury is still going to be Mercurying. It's still going to be retrograde even next week. I cannot promise it's going to be any better than it was today. But still, I like to give power to the people. So you guys, my members that are here, members that are part of the replay crew, you're allowed to weigh in on it. I'm going to catch up on comments. Tina Louise, I have been a member when I had actual extra money, so I have watched a lot of your videos. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Steve, has anyone here done an ionic foot bath? You must. I am doing it. I don't even know what that is, but it sounds interesting. Steve said F Mercury. Jenna said I have Stevie. You guys are not weighing in. F Mercury, I agree with you. Do you want the video this week or do you want it next week? That's what I'm asking. This week, next week. This week, next week. Weigh in on it, please. I know a bunch of you are members, so please weigh in on it. Steve, now, thank you. That's what I needed. I needed clear and decisive. Freyer, yes, Delore. Thank you, Jenna. This week, please. Okay, this is what I needed. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I'm just telling you, it is not the best. Okay, this is what I needed. You guys are all unanimously saying you want it this week. Thank you. Hold on. Let me go back up to Freyer's question. Yes, Dolores Cannon has a lot of great knowledge. Only thing I don't like is the heavy... Yes, we've spoken about that, Freyer, right? The heavy dense view of karma and this slave-like relationship with soul contracts and earth in general does not vibe with me one bit. I'm with you, Freyer. Jenna, I forgot to ask my heckin' question. Nicole, Freyer, I get that. I'm only halfway through the only book I've read of hers, and it's not heavy on that sentiment. Jenna, I'm not going anywhere until you ask your question, darling, okay? So, guys, this is what I'm going to do. I love you all. I do. This is a funny question. I don't know why, Jay-Z. And I don't know that they all can't. I don't know if you're being sarcastic. Tina Louise, I have 2 accounts, and Tina isn't my actual account. My real name is Rachel. Thank you, Tina. 1 second, baby. I love to know everybody's names. So 1 second, love.
Mom, tomorrow in carpool, can I choose where everybody sits? I think it's fair.
I'm not discussing this now.
Okay.
I
just
love
after.
knowing what everybody's name is, so that way when I see you, I can refer to you by your actual name. So thank you, Rachel, for letting me know that your name is Rachel and not Tina. So you can remember my real name when my future husband is. I love you, honey. Hook us up with some concert tickets, okay? Because I know your husband's gonna be high vibe. He's not gonna do any energy harvesting on us. Steve, what you can detox from an ionic foot bath is crazy. I just turned water into bubbling sludge that looks like the bag of Eterani stench in a labyrinth. Jenna, what's this you're looking like for me job-wise? How long till something comes? So you're, okay, there's a few things that are coming in notable for this year. April, which we are almost in. June, July. Now here's the thing. I'm just going to share with you the dates that the months that are highlighted. Then I can I can reverse engineer and see what it is that I'm being shown. I'm being shown April, June, July-ish, and October. But what specifically is going, so you have different potentials that are coming in for you. Either, and again, because this is a potential future, I cannot definitively tell you what's being shown to me. I can only tell you that these are the potentials that's being shown to me. Either you're going to get a job and you might stay at it for a couple of months, but a better opportunity is going to open up for you, and then you're going to change jobs down the road. Or what I might also be seeing is a job. You get a job, and then a few months later, you're still at the same place. You're getting some sort of maybe like a promotion or a higher position at the same place that you are actually working.
Mom,
yes.
Are you on the flow?
Am I on the phone? I'm on
Flow. Are you in the flow?
I am definitely in the flow right now.
Well, can I tell you something?
Sure, interrupt the flow.
So, if somebody...
But come over here, I can't see when you're behind the ring light. It blinds me. Thank you.
Somebody, so imagine if websites, like chess.com,
Can you tell we're both congested?
you can put in, imagine if you could put in like a password and it would say the username is already being used by. So I want my password to be Hikaru. That's already being used by Hikaru Nakamura. Oh, I know that now, and I can just hack into his account and take his rating.
No, I don't think you can do that, can you?
Imagine if
don't you need the login information? The account information?
What do you mean?
Like you can't, even if you have the same name as that person, I still can't see you, love. Even if you have, I don't even know, there you are. Even if I'm like literally blinded because there's no lights on in my room. So if he's standing behind the ring light, I'm blind, I can't see shit. Thank you.
And this one.
Even if you make the same name as him, it's tied to like the account itself. So it's not going
tied to like the account.
Like he has an account on chess.com.
Yeah.
So just because if you create a similar style username as him, you're not going to take his ratings because it's a different account altogether.
No. You can.
I got it wrong.
You
Excuse me.
Imagine if you could put in his exact account information, because you can just go onto the top players, and there Hikaru Nakamura is at the top. You can copy and paste that username, and then
I'm going to defer to you now. I know nothing about this.
And then if you knew his password, you could enter it and then log into his account.
How would you know his password?
Imagine if you put a password that's
And what if it
already
was set up with an email account and not the account name?
On chess.com you can do username or email.
Okay. I was in the flow. I'm going back. I don't even know where I was up to here, guys. Okay.
It's not my fault that you couldn't understand it. By the way,
It's not, we're not blaming anybody. It's nobody's fault.
I want this lead.
Yes, but only if I take tax. Oh, thank you, Jenna. Okay, so either you start one job, but you get another better job. So maybe, like, for example, you get a job in April and then you get a better job in like June, July time. Again, it's only a potential. It could also be October. Or you start a job and you get some sort of a promotion or better position at the same place, but it happens at one of these key dates. That is what is coming in for you right now. Freyer, what book of hers are you reading, Nicole? Tina Louise, definitely. I will send you tickets. I was joking, but thank you. Jenna, of course. Maya, thank you for removing Jay-Z's post. It felt odd. I didn't like that question either. I didn't like it either. I don't like anything that is like applying a universal standard to all people. That doesn't jive with me. Jenna, smiley face with laughing. Frame X, I love your look. Thank you, Frame X. Should I have my child come in? You can tell him you love my looks because he doesn't like me with bangs. Nicole Freyer, the 3 waves of volunteers on the new earth, it's all accounts of regressions. She has a few just like your story as well. You're welcome, Samaya. Sorry it took me a bit. If I missed something, call me out. I'm super multitasking right now. Nicole, you're amazing. Nicole, thank you for even volunteering to be one of the mods today. I really appreciate it. Because again, I hopped on too late. So, you know, Sarah, our usual... Let's give it up, by the way, to all of our mods. Even the mods that are not here right now. Give it up for Sarah. Give it up for Nicole, who's our mod today. Give it up for Ashley and give it up for Steve. All of our... Guys, give some... Thank you. More hearts to our mods. I appreciate you guys immensely. It takes a village. Seriously. Like, I cannot mod at the same... I can't be my own mod. Like, it's just... Well, especially when I get in the flow. Like, I can't slow down the flow to be like, oh, this person's being a troll. I have to delete them. I have to... No. So you guys are an integral part of this channel, and I greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate all of you. Samaya, we spread love. I know! More love, guys. Come on. More hearts. More hearts. I'm waiting for hearts, y'all. More hearts. You know, I'm just going to consciously hydrate right now. There we go. Thank you, guys. Ashley, I think trolls are so bizarre.
I want this thing.
Go get it.
I can't reach it.
Take the step stool. We have step stools in this house.
I still can't reach it.
All right, then wait until I get up. I'm almost done.
No, get up. Please get up and hand it to me.
Not right now.
I want it.
Great. Samaya, too high vibe to throw shade at other people's call. I agree with you. Why? Steve, it's a duty. Duty. I'm loving the hearts, guys. All right, I'm now going to give you guys an option. I can either get up and go get my kid a snack like he wants, or I can get off. I can either get up and go get it and then come back and talk to you guys, or I can... I'm sorry, the comment that just came in threw me for a loop. I don't know what you're yoing about. Unless you're saying like, yo, what's up? That's the only way that an aggressive yo, what the fuck is okay. Anyway, I can either get up and go get the snack and then come back and talk to you, or I can hop off. Thank you for the hearts, guys, for the mods. I appreciate it. Or, you guys know what I'm trying to say. Weigh in. My kid wants to say, you know what, I'm just going to decide for you guys, because you guys are busy giving all the hearts for the mods, which you should be doing, so thank you very much. I'm going to go get my kid a snack, and I'm going to be right back. Kid, you're lucky. I'm getting you a snack, but on one condition. One condition. Close the shades, please. Thank you.
Are you still on?
Yes, I am.
Thank you.
You want... This is, I think, the only flavor we have left.
What?
This is the only flavor we have left.
I know, that's what I wanted.
Good, because that's the only one you're getting.
It was all the way in the back.
I know, that's why you couldn't reach it. Alright, I'm giving you most, but I'm not giving you all. I'm keeping some for myself.
Sure. Okay, do you pour my water?
Oh, now you're asking too much. No, I'm kidding. I'm gonna refill your water.
Can you show them my beautiful strap?
You know what? That's private.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, it feels kind of private. That's like a private.
No, it isn't.
That's a private. You know what? I'll think about it. Maybe at the next one. Okay, honey?
Been out for like 2.5 hours.
I know. So much for maybe I'll go on for an hour. Fast forward to 2.5 hours later and I'm still on. By the way, the best or worst thing about having kids is their snacks. There's always snacks in the house. Samaya, you can step away and come back. Thank you, I already did it. I'm having snacks now. Any other questions or should we bounce? Steve, I feel like Faye, what gave it away, Steve, is in constant service. That deserves huge recognition and reward. Thank you, darling. I appreciate you, Steve. Tina Louise. I'm sorry, Rachel. Do you think it's a curse to tattoo a person's name on your body you're in love with? Free will. Is it a curse? No. But do you want to exercise your free will to do that? No one else can tell you that, only you. But is it a curse? No. I'm just always going to remember Johnny Depp tattooed Winona Ryder name on his body. And then when they broke up, he turned Winona into wino, as in his love of wine. I personally wouldn't do it. Me, personally. My free will. You do you, boo. Oh, barber pole origins before we go? Yeah.
Get this, you wouldn't believe that you got it. Get the strap. No.
Hold on.
Oh.
I don't know what's being shown to me, Steve. Hang on a second.
Hey.
What?
Let me see it. Let me see how much you.
How tiny is that?
Can I put my hand in it?
No, you have a whole
Just
bowl.
a bit. Just a bit.
Here, you can have one.
I want a small hand.
No! You have a whole bowl in the other room. Bring the bowl. Bring the bowl. I want to show everybody how much you have versus me.
No, I have a tiny bit. I have a tiny bit.
Don't believe him. Bring the bowl. Bring the bowl. I want to show everybody. Bring the bowl.
No.
You guys, you won't believe it. He's trying to be he's trying to steal my snack. He has a whole bowl in the other room. No.
Just a bit.
I'll give you one more.
No, I want to choose how much.
No, you're gonna take all of it.
3. I want 3.
Why do you want 3 from me?
Because I want. Please hand over 3. You don't get that much.
What mothers don't do for their children. Here. Ah! I have to give you another
No,
one. This one
you
fell on
don't.
the floor. Okay.
That's my expense.
Hold on, Freya, darling.
Guys, I had a really tasty dinner. Okay?
We might be losing the plot. Hold on. There's too much going on at once. My neighbor was taking out the garbage. Hip will make my snacks. There's questions that are coming in. Hold on. Faye, do I have a past life with Eva Mendoza? That's a good question. but this is wild. This is going way back. Yes, but you didn't really know each other. You were like a servant at, and again, this is going way back. Like the days of like motherfucking barbarians or something. I don't know. You were a servant and she was the nobility's daughter. And you used to watch her from afar and like pine away for her. So did you have a life with her? Yeah. Did you really know her? No. Steve, while snacking. I love it. Good, because I'm snacking now. The Great Barber Caper. I don't even know what I'm being shown, Steve. Hang on a second, baby. I got you. I live in service to you guys. You know that. PH roles are Jude Bellingham and Ashley Castro a fling or a real couple? Fling, but one of them wants it to last. So maybe? I don't know. Maybe.
That was Gigi's.
Hold on, Steve. I'm trying to figure out what the heck is being shown to me.
Shrek? No.
So
Those are dolls idea.
this is what the gist of it is.
Yes, Gigi.
I don't think there's any great
It's lime
like mystery or secret behind it. Little kids don't like getting their hair cut. So they used to do that to make the barber shop look like it was less scary,
You're actually
so that the kids wouldn't mind going there to get their hair cut. So I don't see, but I didn't understand what was being shown to me because it was like a scene out of, I'm so unprofessional, I'm sorry guys, I'm hungry. I'm like eating on air. Who does that? The most unprofessional YouTuber known to mankind. That's who. No, but
No, they're gonna eat lime chips.
what I didn't understand what was being shown to me is it was shown to me like a black and white movie. Like a father walking down the street, holding his son's hand, and there's a barber shop with the theme going around. I was like, I'm not understanding this. But it became more and more evident as I stayed with the scene longer and longer. And what was shown to me was like the dad telling the kid, you need to get your hair cut. And the kid was like, no, no, no. And then the kid was like, the dad was like, you know the place. That's where Daddy goes. It's the guy, it's the place that has the spinning wheel. And the kid was like, oh, okay, I'll go now. Nonsense in other words. Ashley, me marrying you know who. I don't know who. I told you I lost the plot, guys. Steve, they match energetic ornaments on old world buildings. Interesting. And red and white poles. Pia Trolls, thank you, Faye. Do you feel it's more so Ashlyn or Jude who? Take a guess. I think you know. Rachel, I have a question about my sister. She refuses to have anything to do with me, and our relationship has always been bad. Is there a particular reason why? Or like, what is that part? That's a fairly in-depth question. Not something I'm going to answer now. It's a little bit too in-depth, Rachel. I was like, I'll get off at 7:30, it's 7:45 now. I'm like, okay, whatever. Let's get off at 8 o'clock. You guys get me for 15 more minutes, and then I really gotta bounce. You can always ask. I have no problem with you guys asking questions, but not always am I gonna take them though. Ashley, I remember that guy lives by you. What was his name, Paul? He's like, yeah, I'm tuning in from 3 doors down. Not creepy at all. And then he tells me he's tuning in from England. No, it's not too much at all, love. It's just a very detailed question that I'm not going to get into now. Pia Trolls, LOL, Faye. I take it that it's the former. She's hanging. Yes, you got it, girl. See, you knew. I finished my snack. I'm going to have to actually, like, at 8 o'clock, I'm going to have to make myself some real actual dinner. Nicole. My daughter has a question but doesn't know what to ask. So, what about this? What do her guides have to tell her about love in her life? It's her birthright. Not for her to project. Not for her to project her self-worth issues onto people in her life that want to love her. There are people, she's very lovable, right? Like, love is our birthright. We don't have to do anything to earn it or to be rewarded with it. Love is our birthright. So the only thing that will hold her back from tapping into the birthright that is love in her life is if she projects her self-worth issues onto other people, it will taint the way she sees them wanting to love her, but it's not that it's an accurate reflection of how somebody feels about her. It's actually a distorted, it's being shown to me, like, imagine if a person has like an astigmatism in their eye. It's where the cornea has a irregular shape to it. So then because of that, it's going to change the way they see the world, right? They might not even know that they have an astigmatism in their eye, but because of it, it's going to change the way that they see the world. If she projects the way she sees herself onto other people, it's going to change the way she sees the world, but it's not accurate. So she may need to be reminded on occasion that this is maybe an inaccurate representation that is a reflection of her self-worth issues. So if she works on her self-worth, if she works on loving herself and accepting herself and being reminded that she needs not to do anything to be lovable because she already inherently is, that will go a long way with her. She also needs movement, okay? It's going to help clear her energetic sphere, and it's going to allow more of a flow of energy into her life. She needs flow of energy. She needs, I just keep being shown like this, like she needs energy in and around her. It's going to do a lot of good for her. She needs it. And I don't know, does she like figure skating? Like, I'm being shown, like, I don't know if this is a representation of her figure skating, but figure skating apparently would be especially auspicious for her, maybe to try, or if it's something that she used to do, maybe to get back into it, or something like that. She will benefit tremendously, because here's the thing, she could get, not like what I had been saying before about a toxic, like, who is that person? I was asked to look into somebody, Jenna asked me to look into somebody, and I had said there's like a toxic buildup in energy. Not to this extent. More like her dosha or her constitution or her physical disposition is one in which she will benefit from constantly having movement in her life. Her energy could get bogged down if she does not move enough. So she really, really will benefit from a lot of movement in her life. Specifically, again, maybe swimming, maybe in the summer, maybe figure skating in the winter. Her energy needs a constant flow around her. So just remind her, if she's starting to get like a little bit like I understand this well. When I get wonky, I'm like, I must stop everything and work out now. Like, when the world stops making sense, I have to work out. I have a feeling she's the same way. When the world stops making sense to her, or when she feels like, she needs to move. She might not need to work out, but she needs to move in some way to recycle the energy in and all around her. Okay, so I hope that helps, Nicole. No, honey, I didn't. I could feel her in your energetic orbit. I didn't need her name. But you can tell me her name now, and you can tell me if that's helpful. Lisbeth Hort, hi Lisbeth, darling. I'm gonna post it. I know you guys want it. I'm gonna post it. It's again, it's not my greatest video, but whatevs. Ashley, remember that dude who could be in that club we all find Interesting. Nicole, she loves dancing, but is doing sports now. It's going to benefit her. It will tremendously. Honey, when the world just stops making sense to you, move your body. It will benefit you so tremendously. I'm exactly the same. Like, I was sick last week, and I was just, this past week, not last week, in such a horrible funk. And everything just around me felt like it was too much. And I was like, wait, Faye, when was the last time you worked out? And then I remembered it was last week. For me, that is abnormal. So as soon as I remembered that, yesterday I did yoga and the day before that I worked out with weights. And I'm feeling like I'm getting back to myself. I know what it's like when the world just feels like it stops making sense. You will benefit tremendously from moving your body. Jenna can confirm, connect back. Yes, yes. Freyer, hey Faye, do you think my gaydar is accurate or not? So that's what it is, Freyer. You already said it. It's not that your gaydar is off. It's that you don't trust that it's on or if it is off. I don't trust my intuition on it because I think it's just wishful thinking. Should I? Yes. Yes. It's and this is going to help with your gifts and ability, Freyer. It's like a faucet. When we pinch off the energy, it affects everything else from coming in. Gifts and abilities, gifts from the universe, blessings from the universe. Just turn that faucet on. What's the worst that's going to happen? You hit on somebody and they tell you they're not interested, or they tell you that they're not gay? Okay. Trust it. Rachel, can you tell me if my twin flame and me have a strong bond that doesn't want to be without the other? Like, I mean, between lifetimes possibly. To look into something like that, I would need both your name and your twin flame's name. And it's not something I can possibly tell you without having the identification in this lifetime of both of you. Nicole, her name is Sophie, and this is all resonating. I'm happy to hear that. Sophie, love, I want to just tell you something. You are so lovable. You do not have to do anything to be worthy of love. By the fact that you are alive right now, you are worthy. You do not have to do anything to be worthy. And you will benefit so much. Just move your body when the world starts to feel like it doesn't make sense, or your energy starts to feel like it's a little bit wonky. Look at it like it's a thermometer. You have an internal resonance system that lets you know when you need to do certain things. And for you, that certain thing is moving your body. Okay, honey? Steve, saying Strickland was timed out by Nicole. Thank you, Nicole. Rachel, okay. So here's the thing. I can't do future forecasting. You're saying you think his name will be David, but here's the thing. Again, anything that's subject to the future is only a potential. But in this case, because the person's not yet in your life, it's even more so, like it's a more potent version of a watered down potential. My ex said his name was David too. Okay, thank you for understanding that. It's like, look at it this way. It's like a friend saying to me, do you want to go to the movies next week? And do you think you'll enjoy the movie? And I'll be like, I don't know, what movie are we going to? And my friend will say, I don't know. And I'll be like, well, how can I tell you if I'm going to enjoy the movie if I don't know what movie I'm going to see? It's the same thing here. There's too many variables and too many potentials, but in this case, if we don't even know what's the variable and potential that we're connecting to energetically, I'm never going to be able to give you an accurate read. Again, like I said to you before, I know what I know and I know what I don't know, and I don't ever want to misrepresent anything that I don't know. So I'd rather just give it to you straight. Nicole, we're curious about her DNA and home planet as well, please. Wowza. Hold on. Okay, so first of all, your home planet is beautiful, and here's the thing. It's a home planet that I've seen before with another viewer as well. So Sophie and Nicole, if you remember this, then you can tell Sophie about it. Sophie's home planet is the same as Beth's. Now, Beth has, if memory serves me correctly, it's beautiful in its own kind of austere way. Dragons. So Sophie, you have big dragon energy. Okay, that's first and foremost. Now that's your home planet. DNA, as soon as I was asked the question, I saw a stallion running, galloping. I think that's also why you will benefit from movement, because it's inherent already inside of your DNA. I'm even going to go, I don't know if you've ever been around horses. I think if you haven't, and you went around horses, you would be like BFFs. Like you would just understand them in a way, like almost as if it was mental telepathy. You would just understand the horses. It would be seamless. It wouldn't even be like a conscious thought that you would have to have in thinking about the horses. You would just like simpatico, as if you had known them your entire life. So I see stallion, well, human, obviously. Stallion, human, and this is kind of cute. It's a tiny, tiny, tiny percentage, but axolotl. Look up what an axolotl is. They're like these tiny, cute little sea creatures. They're so, hold on, Pip. Is there something I can throw at him? Love. Can you get the axolotl?
Axel, where is he?
On your bed. Go get Axo.
Okay.
I have to show you what Pip has a
Axel.
stuffed animal of an axolotl. Your heart will like melt into on the floor. They're so cute. Not just stuffed animals, but the actual thing itself. They're so cute. You have to see what an axolotl looks like. So you have stallion and axolotl. Hold on, and I'm missing comments here. Let's celebrate. This is the 5th super on a live stream from Nicole. Thank you. And the baby? This is an axolotl. Can you even? I cannot. I told Pip when he saw this in the store and he asked me to buy it for him, I was like, I don't think our stuffed animals, they were never, like this is what was needed to make the stuffed animal collection that we have a family.
Where's
Like,
Mom?
we have a family now
Mom?
because of the axolotl. What, baby?
Where's my ball?
I have no idea.
Where's my ball?
And then the queen rubber ducky, because it's a queen rubber ducky. I don't know where he brought it, but it's cute anyway. Rachel, I'll ask him when I know him.
Where is my ball?
Did you look under the sofa?
Okay.
And check in the box that I keep it in. Steve, you done know what you done know. LOL, just playing.
Mom,
What?
what did you think I was doing when I opened this up?
Okay, I'm gonna have to get off. He's getting testy.
No,
I know
I'm
what
not.
that
I'll
means.
stop getting tested.
Okay. Hold, I have to get off anyway. It's 8 o'clock. Let me catch up on comments and then it's fucking hour, everybody.
It's been 3 hours.
Sophie and Beth living.
It's been 3 hours.
It has been 3. It's been over 3 hours.
It's been 3 hours.
Yes, we heard you, Pep. Please keep an inside voice. Obviously, you see Stallion's prayer is here. Oh, baby! Steve, again, chef's kiss to you. Nicole, LOL, she said unicorn before. Oh my God, before I take the question, she just said she's always wanted a horse. There you go, because she resonates at the exact same frequency and vibration as them. PH Rolls, hi Faye, are you okay with letting me know if I could be successful in just continuing to find another call center? No, you're being called to step away from that. That's so you're being, I didn't even finish reading your question. I didn't need to. You're being stripped bare of things that are no longer in alignment with what your soul is calling for. Your soul is calling for a life of real substance and real meaning. It's not something that you're going to find in a call center job. I'm not saying that you won't find another call center job. I'm saying it's not going to fulfill you. Your soul is asking for more expansion, and you're not going to get meaning and purpose and expansion if you work in another call center. But again, you do you, boo. Or try to pursue singing or writing a book. So there is no such thing as, I'm going to remind you, there's no such thing as time on this side. It's a man-made construct. Yes, pursue writing. I see that for you. Singing, here's the thing. Singing, I think, will raise your vibration, and I think that that's beautiful. But the writing is going to feed your soul in a completely different way, and it's going to leave something behind, a resonance behind in the world. That is, yes, writing. Writing. Okay? Writing. Sing because it will raise your vibration, but write because that's what your soul actually came here to do. Your soul didn't come here to work in a call center. No, I promise you that. Jenna, my friend has one. Mega adorbs. I mean, how can we not? It's so cute. Nicole, axolotl. She's so excited. Axolotl, they're adorable. So is Sophie. Message was deleted. Thank you, Nicole. Right, Ashley? So cute. I mean, I can't. Sometimes Axolotl sleeps with me in bed and doesn't sleep with Pip because I want to cuddle Axolotl too. Nicole, she always wanted one of those. Dainty, what's this? I don't know. We're just some people hanging out and having some fun. We're actually just throwing shit at the wall to see what sticks. That's what this is. Rachel, does Howard Stern know what goes on in Hollywood like this? He's a little bit stupid. I mean this in the nicest possible way. He spent so much time living in the perversity that he enjoyed indulging himself in that it's almost like he doesn't even see what's going on in the world around him. So I think Howard Stern is a little bit out to lunch, to be honest. Nicole, thank you so much. Love to you all. Right back at you, darling. Freya, Steve, Stallions, and me. Jenna, a little add-on. Should I be focusing on a different career or stick with what I know for now? I think that's what October is. Because 3 dates came in. I think all of... Look at it this way, Jenna. I think what you're doing is you're kicking the can down the road. Because ultimately, your soul is going to rebel. You will be... Not only is your soul going to rebel, you're going to be repelled against what you are currently doing right now. I'm not saying don't do it. Because if you get a job opportunity, okay. But come October time, I'm getting confirmation right now. Come up, I'm getting so much ringing in my ears right now, that's confirmation. Jenna, by October, your soul will rebel and be repelled against whatever it is that you are doing right now. So look at it like you're just kicking the can down the road. Whatever it is that you get next, you're going to be just lining your pocket with a little bit of extra money. You're ultimately, no, you're going in a different direction come October. PH Rolls, thank you very much for your energy, Faye. I appreciate it. Right back at you, darling. Rachel, wow, LOL. He's always been obsessed with Hollywood. Steve, I believe a stallion is a wild horse. Hello, Brett Jordan. You are a oh, why? Thank you. You are a beautiful creature, unique to this world. Love and light. Oh my, I appreciate you so much. Thank you for that, Brett Jordan. Jenna, yeah, thanks, babes. You got it, baby. Freya, you are wild, baby. Rachel, the celebrities were scared of him for a reason. Jenna, love it. You're the best. Guys, I just live in service to humanity. I'm sorry. That's why it's so hard for me to create boundaries, because it's like I just want to give and give and give and give. And then you know what happens when you give and give and give and give? How does the expression go? The shoemaker's kids have no shoes, because the shoemaker is spending all of his time making shoes for other people. So I have to make time, I have to, give to my child, and I have to give to myself, and I have, All right, I think we've had a amazing, absolutely amazing live stream. Considering how last minute this was and how many of you guys showed up for me and showed up just to have a good time, I appreciate you guys so much. I know I gotta get my kid into the bath. He's gotta go to sleep. You know, I gotta eat dinner. Like, I'm sorry, my 5 pieces of a snack that I had before does not a dinner make. So I gotta eat some actual food over here. I gotta take care of my child. The shoemaker's kids need shoes, you know, so to say. Yes, Steve. Thank you for remembering. YouTubers are real people too. Thank you guys. Seriously, this was so last minute. I had a blast. Thank you guys for showing up. Thank you for feeding the YouTube algorithm gods, which is, I don't like saying it that way, but. And members, I'm going to bless you after I get my kid's bath.
You were going to bless them?
No,
bless them. No.
Okay, I bless you too. After I get
Good job.
Yay! After I get my kid's bath going, I'm going to upload the members' exclusive video. You're going to enjoy it. I promise you. You will. I trust. Elizabeth, good night, Faye and Pip. Baby, come say goodnight to everybody. Rachel, bye. I'll ask more questions. You can ask as many questions as you want, Rachel, love. I told you, like, you will fit in here perfectly. We're all inquisitive minds. We all want to see beyond the veil. We all want to dismantle the matrix. You can ask as many questions as you want, and as long as YouTube gives me the notification, I will always answer your question. If I don't, it means YouTube hasn't told me that you have left me a comment. In that case, email me and tell me, Ayo Faye, I left a comment on the video and you haven't responded to it yet. Jenna, take care, babes. This was fun and spontaneous. Love you guys. Pip, come say goodnight to everybody. I love you guys. Seriously, thank you. Thank you guys for showing up and making this as much fun as it was. I'm telling you, I told Pip before I came on, I'm like, I don't know, maybe I'll hop on for an hour, maybe 2, probably an hour. I stayed for over 3. It's a testament to you guys because I was having that much fun with you. So thank you guys. Pip! Come say goodnight. Why? Sorry for shouting.
Why did you? I was right next. I was 1, 2, 3, 4. I was 5 feet away, literally.
I was feeling like being aggressive. That's why.
Bye.
You're doing the Miss America wave. Do you know what the Miss America wave? There used to be a pageant on TV. And the way that the contestants would wave when they would win, they did a very controlled, so they call it the Miss America wave. Or not like this, because that looks sloppy and you're
like
Miss America. Right, they didn't do it like that. They did it, it was a very controlled
Or
wave.
like Queen Elizabeth. This is how Queen Elizabeth waved.
Right? It looks like a Barbie hand. Doesn't my hand look like a Barbie hand?
I want to jump onto you and give you kisses. I'm going to do that.
Let me hop off first, okay?
Hop off.
Okay.
Mom,
yes.
The live was 2.5 hours longer than anticipated.
Basically. Okay, let me just catch up on comments. Jenna, night Pip, night everyone. Rachel,
No.
I love live. Yes, I love the live streams too, right? Rachel said light bulb. Ashley said light bulb, and Fer said good night. Good night, guys. I love you. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Replay crew, I hope you have enjoyed this. If anybody in the replay crew wants to, I should probably have said this at the beginning, but I didn't. If anybody wants to do timestamps and put it in the comment section, that would be amazing because Lord knows I'm not going to. I'm just going to be upfront about it. Good night. I love you guys, and I will see you all soon.